In my darkest hour, I can feel the power. Won't be devoured, never been a coward. They stone sour, I'm gunpowder. If I say it louder, can you hear me now? I got the power. Counting down the hours till the whole world knows.
Hunter in the dark. Master of night shots. Oppo Find XX series. Powerful camera, powerful AI.
Alright guys, I just landed in China. Let's go.
Play the local way, pay your way.
Have you ever seen the Great Wall at night?
Play the local way, pay your way.
Hello? Hello? Yo, good morning, everyone. Oh my god, that's loud. Holy crap. My ears. My ears. Wait one sec. Hello, how are we doing? Good morning. Don't say ew. I'm here. Yo, let me get rid of the coffee thing. There we go. Good morning. Yo, sorry, mods. Sorry for giving you an alarm in the morning. I'm sorry I atted all of you, but I was panicking. Chat. You know, I said... Listen. Listen. I said I was going to fix my sleep schedule with this, but yesterday, as soon as the stream ended, I fell asleep, and it felt like I slept for 10 years. Guys, you know when you nap and then you wake up and you're like, what day is it? Oh, wait, shit, I've got to... Dude, I woke up from the nap and I thought I had to stream again for you guys. Guys, I napped. I didn't know how long it was, and then I thought I had to stream again for you. It was cooked. It was cooked. Okay, one sec. Let me play music again. There we go. Guys, how loud is this?
Dominate the Rift with Opera GX. Bring lead to your browser.
Yeah.
Lock in with.
Do you remember when nothing happened in like 21 minutes? It was only game 3 that was slow yesterday, to be fair. It was only game 3. The Giga Scale draft. To be fair. But that's the thing. LCK has these game 3s, and LPL never does. Yo, good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm going to be looking after you again today. Holy crap. Holy crap. All right, who we got today? Who is playing today? AL versus BLG. Okay. Woo! Also, the YouTube stream is good. Actually, guys, could you check if the YouTube stream is live at all? Do any of you have a link to the YouTube stream? The title's completely wrong and I can't change it. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can change the YouTube title. I think I can. YouTube Studio? The live? Am I even live? I am live, and I can change the title! And the title's correct. Wait, what? Wait, the title's correct. Wait, I didn't change that. Wait, Hysterics is changing the title and reading my messages without replying to me. So he's just sitting here letting me panic. Oh my god, the rats. Yo, good morning, guys. Sorry. Stress averted. I can start reading what you guys are saying in. Hello, everyone. Yo, chat, get a coffee, get comfy. Let me close Hysterics' XPP messages because he was unhelpful today. You got another beer, bro. It's like 9 a.m. I've got a coffee. Grab a coffee, chat. Alright, my prediction for the series, AL versus BLG, is 3-1 AL. If not 3-0. I think it's going to be 3-1, 3-0 AL versus BLG, and I think Tarzan is going to do unspeakable things to Bechuan. Guys, if you don't know, I'm the biggest Bechuan hater of all time. So I might be insufferable today. It's just how it is. Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, I am not a Bechuan viewer or believer. So I think Tarzan's really good. I think Tarzan's insane. And I also think AL is insane in general, right? Just rewatching their series. I was rewatching their series against, I think it was like CFO. And I was like, kinda crazy. Hello, Goonlet. What the fuck is a Goonlet? Fuck is that? I'll need a lot of coffee for that series. No. Nah, AL is fun as fuck to watch. AL is probably my most fun champion. I said my most fun tournament, my most fun champion. I meant my most fun team. Left. ERAGON, bro. We need to stop this. I can't be associated with masturbation. I meant to say my most fun team to watch left in the tournament. Izuru. Alright, let me have some coffee. Oh, good morning, chat. Good morning. Today's gonna be a spicy one. Katsu sip. Enjoy your sipping boba. Chat, by the way, something cool. Something cool. Just... I can't. I wanted to show my Twitter page, but I know if I open even, like, the slightest of Twitter, you know, if I go to the timeline of Twitter, I will get spoiled insta, so I'm not going to do it. But basically, I'm going to be casting, chat, and I'm employed. I'm employed. Poggers. I'm NLC. Poggers. It's been 9 years. I've aged considerably being unemployed. But we found a job, very poggers. So I'm not gonna show you the post because I don't want to get spoiled. Alright, what up, basement? How you doing? Yo, Muinen 17, Fair World. Yeah, what up, guys? Where is Hysterics? Catin Findus? I'm sorry. You're stuck with me today. And the reality is I have to be your babysitter because Hysterics can't be here for you. He hates you. He told me in private that he's just sick of his entire chat. He hates all of you and he wants to be gone. So he's given me the stream key for the rest of his life. I now own the Hysterics Twitch channel and the YouTube channel. It is what it is. I'm sorry, mods. But you're now employed under me. Viewers, you now belong to me. It's just how it is, you know? Hello, Choco Pain was taken. Something's happening tomorrow. I have an NLC meeting in the mornings, so I don't even know if I could do tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. But like the NLC meeting is the exact same time this normally starts. So I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. We'll see. I'll message and talk to Hysterics about it tonight. Maybe we can do a bit later than 9 AM. I just don't know how long the meeting is. The meeting could be a couple hours. It could be 3 hours. It could be 4 hours. It could be all day. It could be 1 hour. It could be half an hour. I have no idea. We'll see. I need to turn this up. Guys, how's the volume? Also, I got the anti-spoiler bar. No spoilers today. Poggers.
Something is coming.
Lila.
It's building.
Chat, this is a big Lila series. We got the LPL matchup. You watch the whole thing or just the draft and the games? I just watched the draft and the games.
To battle.
I arrow key to the next draft, you know? I don't watch the analyst desk. I'm trying to copy what Hysterics does so you guys get an authentic experience.
Within.
An authentic Hysterics experience. Don't worry, Captain Findus. Holy crap. Guys, it's crazy. Hysterics told me that he's naming his kid after me. So the kid's name is going to be Erica. I don't know if I'm supposed to leak this, but he said he's naming the kid after me. Very hype.
Welcome back to MSI.
Wait, hold up. Whoa, bro, there's 15 minutes more of Analyst Desk? Alright, I'm skipping ahead. Guys, the games are supposed to start now, so I'm gonna skip ahead, yeah? False? No, it's not false. He told me himself. He told me himself. Chat, I'm skipping ahead. Sorry, I thought, I didn't realize. Bro, I thought it was 15 minutes too late. I forgot there's an Analyst segment in between. Wait, let's just quickly look at the stats. Semi-finals, Worlds 24, 23 quarterfinals, 21 outing groups, 2019 quarterfinals. Yeah, Tarzan's the GOAT. Okay. Let's quickly go ahead and go to draft. Shanks versus Knight is GOATed. Holy. Loading. YouTube!
Players are
Bro, Chronicler's so handsome. Chronicler rizzes me by existing. It's crazy stuff. Alright, what are the predictions? AL 3-1, BLG 3-2. I agree, Emily. It's like 3-1 or 3-0 for AL, easily. Any agreeers? Any agreeers? 3-1 or 3-0 for AL, easily. Guys, I think Tarzan's gonna do things to Baytron. I really do. I think Tarzan's so good, and I think Baytron's so ass. Chronicler BLG prediction is crazy. He believes in the plot armor, bro. Maybe BLG has plot armor, and maybe I'm a fool. But I've got to stick to my analysis, you know what I mean? Bro, AL clears.
Let me throw it to the ground, make 'em
Alright, games are starting.
BLG.
There we go, medic!
Honored to be joined by Azael and Vedi to kick this one off.
Oh my god, wait, it's a gigacast. Azael and Vedi. Bro, I love these casts, actually. Vedi's one of my favorites. Same with Azael.
Today. We got some words of wisdom from Knight. They have to control.
Guys, can I tell you a secret? Vedi is my favorite caster in the world, and I look up to him a lot.
In the draft, and what their plan will be, because things like TF, how high on the ban list is that going to be? Things like the Pantheon, the Varus, something that we've seen often banned from both these sides, and the Pantheon ban on the side of BLG.
Okay, wait, we're getting into it.
Coming through from AL.
All right, chat, lock in. Let me move up the camera.
On the top side.
Everyone focus. We're starting. I didn't expect it to start so fast. Let me get Epic Pen up. Let's talk about draft. All right, both of these teams love Xin Zhao, chat. So, well, at the very least, AL loves Xin Zhao. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see like an early Xin Zhao rotation. I mean, Talia's up. Xin is up. What else is broken? Rumble's up. Then the Galio trade.
Nico.
There's
Both
Rumble.
these players
Yeah, Nico's also
incredibly
broken, but not
experienced on the
B1 IMO.
champ.
Medic.
An 80% win rate on one side of the Rift, a 92% win rate on the other side of the Rift.
So Rumble's
Wouldn't
now
be
out.
surprised if we see that Priod early.
I think Talia's in. It's just classic.
BLG have to make some difficult choices now because a lot of mid-priority
Yo,
picks
Albanian
are
Poby.
available. The Talia that you were just
Stay
talking
safe,
about,
yeah?
Azale, naturally rises
Stay
in
safe.
priority. Remember, things like EZ is something we don't often
I wonder if
see
we'll see
from
some
Knight.
kind of like
Also,
Xin
it has
Zhao
to
into
be a
Poppy.
big
Ooh,
point of
Karma ban
priority potentially for AL, but
means
maybe
that
they
Nico
forego it.
Prior goes up a
And
bit.
also really important in the draft.
But yeah, it's just Talia. It's just Talia. I imagine Xin Zhao now, and then you get a Poppy. So maybe you don't want Xin Zhao into
Is
Poppy.
it going to be Azir? You know, those seem kind of like the answers that I would be looking towards.
Yeah,
Grab one of those,
Azir.
grab one of those
Azir's
higher
also
priority
OP, but
junglers
Azir's not like
to pair
great into this. So
alongside
maybe you do like
and then go
Ori's
from
in.
I think Rise is a really good
Azir.
denial pick as well. Shanks
Talia's good into Azir, so normally you don't pick it.
91% win rate on it this year. Instead, it's
Ah,
gonna be Azir
that's
alongside
smart,
Trundle,
Chad. That's
which
smart.
does push Sion
Because
further down the
Trundle
road.
Exactly.
wins
I really like
into
Trundle
Xin
here
Zhao, so you
because it is a good
preemptively
pairing.
pick the
It is that
Trundle.
AD jungler, but also it is denying some of these blind picks by nature of
Ah,
how effective
makes
it
sense.
is. Like you say, the Sion, the
So now if
Ornn,
you
some
pick
of the
Xin
best
Zhao,
blind
which
picks
is like
available
Tarzan's
right
favorite,
now, are going to be
you
taken
then
away.
lose
Things
a
like
bit
Rumble and Gwen,
in
also
1v1
pretty
to
solid blind
Trundle.
picks. Those are gone. I am so not a fan of the Yorick blind.
Knight's
I do
not
think
good,
it is very
known to
easy
be good on
punish,
Azir.
but it has been very
Yeah, I mean,
popular,
he did
in the
try to play it a bit
LPL,
more
so we'll
this
see if they are
split
gonna
though,
lock it in.
and he did have a
thing
couple
that
games where he played it and it was
surprises me is
okay,
that
from memory.
BLG
Aglan.
foregoing
But yeah, he
something
is
like
known
a
to not be a great
Wukong,
Azir.
which would very much stay true to their
Also,
style, and
Azir isn't
instead
great into Talia.
prioritizing the Azir
But,
for Knight. I'm excited to see how he performs on the champion alongside Beishwan
So
on
far,
Trundle.
this is a
With the
classic AL
Yorick
draft.
locked in for
Blind pick
Andre,
this,
world
an
class, one of
answer
the best
to
Yorick players in the world.
Yorick
But to pick it
is
blind,
generally
as you've already
Sion.
highlighted, a lot of risks
So what you
associated
could
with
do
that.
is you can go
On the other
Sion
side of the Rift,
Trundle,
you have been, who has always
and
been
then
willing to pick
enemy
good
can't
counters.
Trundle out
Looking
your
back to
Sion,
when he
and
was in his
Sion's good
rookie
into
year on
Yorick in
Suning,
general.
Things like the Fiora, the
Where's my
Irelia
goat
would come out
hysteric?
when he had
Sorry,
good
I'm
counterpicks.
babysitting you.
Irelia here would really
Yo, what up?
slap for Ben.
I mean, it would
Aurelia
be
would,
really
but I
crazy
think
if
it's
he went
Sion's
for
the
it. I
best
also think
answer
there
here. Or you
are
match
some
AD.
very good
I think
answers,
Sion's the
like
best.
just going towards the Sion, like just
Yeah,
going
I
towards
agree.
the Cho'Gath. I think these are great answers to the Yorick. You can go towards
Sion.
something like the Aatrox.
Jax, I don't like it. I think it's really bad. Jax into this CC is bad. Really? You're gonna look in support?
I think we are just kind of waiting for that later.
I mean, I
pick.
told you, the
you had
Nico
already
is
touched on,
telegraphed
is
with the
so
Karma
high
ban, right?
priority,
Because
not
Karma's
only
good
because
into
it has
Nico.
explosive
You like
engage,
shield
but
the
because it has an
damage.
incredibly dominant
Yo, what up,
lane
guys?
phase.
Sorry,
You
I'm
play for the
focusing on the
2v2.
game.
We, of course, do
Mage
see
in
that
red.
it's
Good morning.
Jhin
How
locked
you
in
doing?
for hope here, but you can get a strong long-range AD pairing here.
But
with
now
Elk.
I
Play
think
that
you ban
poke
Sion.
style in
You
the
ban Sion and
2v2.
you ban top
And
laners.
almost always we see the Nico coming out with
And then
early
here
cryo.
you
I
ban.
mean, I will say,
Is there a
these were
jungler that you
not
care
What
about?
I was expecting in terms of the priorities for the first picks. The fact that we've
What a
just
mushy
foregone
man, how you
the
doing?
top lane response from BLG.
Renekton, yeah, Renekton's a
not
classic.
looking in the jungle on the side of
Renekton's
AL,
really
things
broken
like Xin
into
Zhao and
Yorick,
Wukong,
but
both still
Sion, I'm
available.
telling you,
Neither
it has
gonna
to be a
banned
Sion
away.
ban.
Instead, the
Build
support
AL
pool is
ban
going to be
Sion.
targeted. Rel and Nautilus removed from the pool alongside the Karma increases the value of this Nico, and now Kyle really going to be tested in what else he has in store to try and match up into the Nico.
Leona's still open.
You are looking at a support from
You
the
could
LPL
just
who
pick
can
Leona
match up into difficult
and
matchups.
Jhin
It's
and take
Kyle,
the L.
best support in the league in a lot
I
of
like
people's
Hardengate support.
estimations.
There's a
I
Sion.
think
Okay,
his MSI
good.
has been
Now the
a
best
little
pick
bit
into
more
this is probably
downplayed
going to
than
be
he
what?
could have been,
Cho'Gath?
but the expectation
Cho?
is here
Does
in a
Bin
series
play
that is
Cho,
basically
chat?
home turf,
I don't
he
think
should be
so.
able to really shine.
It's
Absolutely,
Jax,
he doesn't
no?
have, all that experience
I think it's
on
Bin
the
Jax.
international stage here.
But it's
But
bad
it
into
is.
Talia
We're
Jhin,
waiting
I
for
think.
Kyle and Tarzan.
I think it's
We're waiting
okay.
for
So it's
those
R5
picks here for AL, and they were kind of the shining stars here. I think on AL in the LPL, this jungle
You do
support duo have
Kai'Sa or
been
you could do
absolutely
Corki.
stellar for them. Considering the Corki here, I do think it is a really
It's
strong
Kai'Sa
2v2 if they
Corki,
want to
no?
go that
I mean, you
way.
could do MF as well.
And I
But
like it
MF's not
quite
going
a
into
lot
Jhin,
as
so
an answer here.
it's
It's
Kai'Sa
going to
Corki,
be very
IMO.
difficult, I think,
Alright,
for
Corki.
Kyle to grab a support that is going to really give them the advantage. So they may just have to kind of seed the 2v2,
Alistair,
play the map, and look
Alistair
elsewhere.
gets
Because
a bit
clearly you
pummeled, no, but
already
it's probably
have
fine.
a
Go
strong
Alistair.
tendency to go towards
Yeah,
that
Alistair's
York.
good.
You want to play
Alistair's
towards
fine.
it, try to
I think you go
prioritize
Alistair over
grubs,
Khan.
enable them in that side
What
lane
jungle?
with the
I mean-
Talia. And I think all of their picks are probably going to be lending towards that. Bard would make a lot of sense.
I
if
think
that's
you
the
could
style
take
that you
Alistair
want to
Rakan and
play
take the
here.
L.
You can
Or you
really
go
get
Bard
on
and
the
play for the
map, work
immobiles.
well
I think the
with
lane
whatever
is
jungle
Bard here though.
does get locked in
I
here
think
for
okay, so
Tarzan.
I don't like this
And
Bard
I think
lane
that Bin is going to have
because
a difficult
Bard
job
isn't
up
a great
here.
laner, and I think struggling.
Curious as
I
to
might
how
struggle
AL is
versus
gonna
Corki
round
Nico. Like I
things
liked it a lot
out.
better versus the
They
Alistair
could do it a little
yesterday,
bit more engaged.
and there's
I
the
mean, yeah,
Xin
they
Zhao
could
into
just go for
Trundle.
the Xin. I mean, Beishan locking in the Trundle.
It's a bad
He was very
1v1
much
matchup,
expecting
and
this
he
to be
doesn't
the
have
matchup,
bot
but
prio,
Tavia's
so I
in
don't
was
know how I
just such an
feel about it.
incredibly potent mid-jungle combo. I mean, again, they have a decent amount of poke on the side.
Guys, why are you
AL
banning
with both
basement?
Jhin and the Talia at your disposal.
Guys, he's memeing.
Means you can just chip away at the HP. Wanting to
Yeah,
go
so
for
he
a little bit
okay,
more
he doesn't
teamfight
pick
power
Xin
and
Zhao.
engage. The Wukong can pair nicely up with the Bard. Cheeky hover of the Camille. I wonder if that's the direction they're going to
Camille
go.
into York, I don't like it. I think it's really, really bad. Camille into York sounds really bad. It's Jax, right? Like we said, it's Jax. Yeah. Jax dodge is good against York and Wukong. And it would have been good against Xin.
Fine, but you can be poked down a lot
So, okay. I like the Cho better. Does Bin play Cho? No. I like Cho better, bro. I think Jax versus this CC is hard to play, guys.
You absolutely can outscale the York, but I do worry about the early stages. Flandre very comfortable on this York.
Yo, good morning,
I
chat.
think it can be a pretty good
What up,
early
Jam
matchup
Kata?
there
Please
for
check
the York,
DMs.
just constantly poking and prodding away with his Jax. And if he gets
What
put
have you
behind,
DM'd me?
Jax's really can struggle.
Jam Kata.
It was only last
Jam Kata,
year
I have
that
no
we were
DMs.
saying on the caster desk, this was a champion you couldn't give Bin.
Yeah.
So coming into this tournament, the fact that
Why
this
don't
is
I have
going to be
any
his
DMs?
first game in MSI, you already mentioned it as
Oh yeah, we're
he's
running
been
ads, so you don't
moving
get them in
away
game
from
now.
this Jax
Thank you,
pick.
Katsaurus.
But when we think about Bin, when we think about his recent history,
You can avoid them with a
Camille
sub
and
if
Jax
you want
were the
to, but
two
you won't get them in game, yeah?
That many around the world were afraid to give him just because of how
I don't
talented
know.
he was on the pick.
I think
it has been a bit of a strange thing to
people
watch
say
in
stuff
the
like
LPL
this,
this
how
split, where
you
it's
should be
spamming
scared of a
Rumble,
player on a
spamming
champion,
York,
but
and it's not
usually
really
you should be
been
scared of a player
what
on a
we've kind of
champion in specific
expected to
games.
see
We're
from
running
this
ads,
guy.
don't worry about it.
And to be frank, he hasn't been as dominant.
Wait, are the
as
ads
we
running?
expect from him
Yo,
either
chat, are
in
the ads running?
LPL. So we'll see if we can get some shades of Gigabin from
Are
ages
the ads
past
running?
in Game 1.
BLG have been a shadow of their form.
Okay, thank you,
They're not
thank
the
you,
team
thank
you
you,
expect
Katsaurus.
to make back-to-back
Appreciate
finals
it.
internationally. They're not the team you expect to push T1 to 5 games. But with the addition of
Okay.
H1, with the changing of coaching staff,
Yeah,
in the
chat.
middle of the
Okay,
split,
listen.
things have
I
started
have
to
no
go
ads.
towards a more rosy direction. The question for BLG is, can they overcome
Listen up.
the hurdle
My
that has
prediction is
been
AL
for them
3-1
throughout the entirety
or
of
3-0.
playoffs? Anyone legend on the other side of the rift in their
I think,
first
bro, I think
international
AL
tournament,
is so
the
good,
first
and I
international
think
tournament
BLG are
for
kind of
Shanks,
ass.
For Kyle, there was a lot of hope
I
in this
think
roster,
Beichuan is
but
going to
trepidation
get touched,
as well.
honestly.
The LPL fans not quite sure yet
I do.
if AL is
I do.
who they
I
want
think
to
Tarzan's the
represent
GOAT.
them on the biggest stage.
Okay.
Bin's
Let's
going
see
to pass down to Bot as he just looks. Oh, it's not Bin, it's on.
Yo, what up,
On Bot down
Monka?
to
Stuff,
Bot,
how
and
you
that's a
doing?
much more
Down to Bot
expected.
too, wow.
Wow, great. They're just all over the map in the early game, aren't they, Azael? As we jump into
Okay,
game
does anyone
one.
have good level
The
1?
nemesis of
Not really.
casters everywhere. Nico.
BLG need a new jungler? Hey, that's what I said, and then I got 15 downvotes on Reddit.
Both these teams on exactly the same amount of points.
The
sitting
problem
in
is, if
fourth
you
place.
say
It's not
BLG
often
need a
we
new
actually see
jungler,
teams that
people will
are
hit you with
that
the
tied on
hard-hitting
those
facts
power
of
rankings.
who do you
Obviously,
get instead,
all algorithm
and then you're
based,
expected to
so
provide a
doesn't
replacement
always
on the
account
spot.
for every minute
Whoa! Double wards?
Warded there, so a little bit of an accident. AL not communicating who's actually going to drop the ward, and it is, of course,
What the
spotted
hell?
by Beichuan. And now Bin going to be able to be a little bit annoying here, as Flandre is trying to walk the long way back towards top lane, but Bin is still just kind of zoning him off.
I have an
Through the
ad
playoffs
of a
as well,
woman
those two
straight up
teams
eating
meeting up 2
mayonnaise
times,
on bread.
BLG
Legend.
taking AL to 5 games
That's
on
me.
Their first
All right,
attempt. In the second
what
attempt,
is
didn't go
this?
so well for them. We saw Tarzan cracking out the Z.
The LPL
in Game 4, managing
playoffs,
to pick
yeah,
up the
it
win.
was
I
3-1
think
for AL.
BLG, they'll be hoping this isn't the start of a trend. 3-2, 3-1.
This lane should be bad.
On the
Maybe,
international
honestly,
stage,
maybe the
obviously
lane is more
BLG have a
playable
little bit
now
more pedigree.
that
Watching back
Nico
those
got
series
nerfed,
and
the base
talking
damage.
with some of the analysts from the
But-
LPL as well, my impression of the teams was that BLG was this hyper proactive team. They love to play through their side lanes. They love to tower dive you.
Yeah,
they
it
were
should
always
be,
the first to start off a fight around these neutrals. And I
it
felt
should
like
be
AL
Nico
did
and
such a
Corky
fantastic
favored
job
IMO.
of reading them.
But AL
as
bot
they
lane
find
is
a
kind
bit
of
an
just
advantage
railing.
already in the bot lane 2 versus 2. They
Okay,
just
if
found
Bard
an
can make it
effective
through the
way of
lane, then Bard
controlling
is
that
really, really
aggression,
good
and
here.
Tarzan
Well,
just did a
it's
fantastic
alright here.
job of
Actually, these guys are
tracking
kind of
Beichuan.
mobile. Maybe it
Right now,
isn't great.
junglers are on the opposite sides of the map, and this AL bottom lane will need to be
But
careful
Kale,
because Beichuan
guys,
will be
last
heading in this
AL
direction,
series,
but
Kale
for
got
now,
like these
they're
4-man
winning on
ults,
the
and
trades
his
with this
Bard
early
was
level
crazy.
2.
His
Hope
Bard
and
was
Kyle
looking
are playing
crazy.
this 2v2 out incredibly well, so aggressive. They use the heal off of Kyle.
Yeah, I don't
to
think it
give
should be
move
this
speed to
hard
Hope so he
winning.
can
I think
actually
AL
read
bot
for
lane's
his
kind
four
of
shot, take a really
destroying.
good
I'm not gonna
trade.
lie.
You know, multiple times was able to get the big trade in on
good morning,
L,
chat.
who has
Alright.
already used his potion. Both potions are gone from on as well.
LPL's Giga Fun.
Eyes on Beichuan
LPL's
in
Giga
the
Fun.
fog
Oh,
of war.
whoa,
He's
did you
skipping
see this?
those bot side
Beichuan's 3
camps.
camping.
He's looking to
Beichuan's
make his
3
presence
camping.
known on the bot side already,
Yo,
but
heads up AL bot lane.
Kyle, they're showing that
The
respect.
clone's holding the wave. Oh my god, the clone was holding the wave, so the gank's gonna work. Oh my god, Hope's just dead. Hope's not gonna flash, he's accepted death. Oh my god. Beitran, wait, hold up. I said Beitran's gonna be a fraud, and he's the GOAT. Oh
They should have been
no.
more respectful of that possible early gank,
Oh,
but
no.
Beichuan draws first blood in the series.
Yeah, neither of them, even with the push there, actually got a ward into the river, not
My
expecting an
god.
early gank here
The
from
Nico
jungle.
pressed
Beichuan makes
W
the pay for it
and
big
held held the
time.
wave with
The
clone,
fact that it goes over
and
to
Jin
Elk
wanted
as
to
well
walk
is
in the
really
wave, so
going
he
to
dies to a
hurt.
gank.
The lone blessing is that Elk did
Man.
at least spend his flash to get that kill, so there might be an opportunity for Tarzan to try to even
Yeah,
the
guys,
score here
something
a
that's
little
really
bit later on.
important is I'm playing a lot of Wukong right now. Wukong's slow is Giga. Wukong's clear is Giga slow, right? So I don't even know if he can make it in time. I guess he can double clear. Double camp, sorry. Double crab. I can't speak.
Pushing forward gets a bit of vision for him to allow that net of safety.
Yeah, he can.
Sure that
Okay.
He can seal away
He's gonna be able to double crab.
From Beishuan, who is still on his blue
Just
belt
usually,
because of the earlier
usually Wukong is clear, so
Tarzan
Giga shit.
going to be able to get this double scuttle, no problem here. And you can see Bin having a good time up in that top lane.
He holds
Does have
smite
HP
for the second
advantage,
crab.
Still has the extra
Nice.
potion as well, so the early trade.
Oh, does he not go for it? He goes for
his
this
favor.
instead? Okay.
Mid lane just been kind of quietly both of these mid laners farming away. Shanks though got the early tier and has
Seems
had
like a
the
balanced
push,
ability
so
on Nico to
gonna
be.
be
Yeah, it
comfortable
is
with the
Giga balance,
position
isn't
that
it?
he's in already.
He's not going to double crab, really? Just take the double crab. Just take the double crab.
Flandre just getting pushed back a bit, but that mid lane matchup is one I want to highlight actually, because Shanks coming into his first international tournament after joining WE Academy all the way back in 2020, debuting with WE in 2021, has come out and quoted himself saying, it is a long road. You have to go through failures if you want to get towards the victory.
Yo, this Shanks guy's pretty good, chat.
Has felt like he has only had victories throughout his career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, just asking, is the volume fine? Is everything okay?
To see, Shanks from where he came to
is
where
everything
he
all
is
good?
now. So many players in League come in, and when they don't
It's
have
perfect?
immediate success,
Okay,
they're just replaced. They can't shine on a bad roster, and they just get overlooked. They're just kind of lumped in with the rest of their team. He was on a 0-16 WE roster. They then went 4-12, and for him to still be able to actually stand out on a roster that is
pretending
dead
you
last,
can. What
that
the
is
fuck?
struggling that hard in the LPL, and for him to be able
is
to
it just me,
and
chat,
grind
or
his way up to
Hysterix'
where
mods
he is now
really edgy?
On the precipice of making the lower bracket finals, where he's already top 4 at MSI, where
He's
he's
right.
won an LPL
He's right.
championship, I think is nothing short of amazing.
And the fact that he was able to outperform Knight in the finals, I
right.
think was very meaningful for him as well, considering
Alright,
who
double
Knight
crab,
is in the
double
LPL
respawn
now,
camps. This
how
is a really
dominant
good
he has
condition for
been so
Wukong, guys.
long.
Tarzan and
Is a
Wukong's
real
game plan in
testament to the
general
mid-lane
is to
talent
just
that we
farm up,
continue
get
to
to level
see
6.
come out of the LPL in recent years.
And honestly, I think
farm
Shanks
up to
has
level
been
6,
stellar
get
at
ulti,
MSI.
and then
I
fight,
felt
and
like
then
he
you're
actually
Giga strong.
outperformed Chovy in
And
their
he's
best
like,
of
he's
5.
really
I feel
on
like
track,
he is
right?
actually the best performing mid laner at the tournament
He's
thus
done double
far.
full clear,
So to
double
me,
crab.
He really has been standing
He's very
out,
close
and
to
that's
6
not
now.
always the case.
Fix cam?
When
Oh,
someone
thank you.
finally gets their big
Good
break,
morning,
when they
Julix.
finally
How you
make
doing?
it to MSI. Sometimes
cam is
players do
huge,
struggle
actually.
under
What the
those
fuck?
bright lights. It's a different environment
I
than
need
you're
to
used to, but Shanks has
slightly
been able to become
make it bigger than the
right
lines.
away and hit
There
the
we go.
ground running.
And that's no disrespect to Knight as well, because he's had a phenomenal tournament himself. He's been a large part of why BLG is even in this position.
Top lane matchup, the way
So
it
many
goes
games we've seen
is
him have those standout miracle plays. Even in the
Yorick's
loss
early
to
game is
T1,
actually
his
so strong
Ari
now that you can
did
kind of
so
contest early, and the
much work to
matchup's
make that
kind of
game
fake, to be
much
honest.
closer than it should have been. So it's a matchup that we're super excited for. Knight on this is here that we don't typically
Like
see.
I think that what's going to happen is Jax is going to free farm and then be useless into all their CC.
So eyes are
Their
on this
CC is
mid
too
lane
much for
matchup right
Jax.
now. There is a 2-goal difference between the two mid laners. Shanks looking for a play.
Good seismic shove will chunk out Knight just a little bit.
Good damage, good damage.
Alright,
Kyle.
Lane swaps beginning. BLG moving their bot lane up towards the top side of the map.
Exactly, and we're not actually seeing Hope.
Kyle, my
right now.
goat
He is
on the
heading back
bards.
out towards
Yo, let's see you
bot lane,
carry.
So it is going to be these non-standard lanes here with Flandre just trying to stay in range of experience, trying to be around as much as he can to pick up some of the CS.
And what this often means is we'll see a
Flandre,
Grubs exchange.
who's better in the 1v2 scenario right now? At least Flandre's soaking XP. Flandre's actually soaking XP, so he's okay. Bin.
Expecting it to be started by their
Yo, Flandre, be careful. You can't take this much damage. Oh my god, Flandre's kind of suffering.
Get any of the CS. Look on the other side. The CS gap is actually opening up quite a lot.
He's getting
now.
like he's getting full XP, but he's not really getting farm.
1v0 for quite a long time down there, and just now.
And Bin's getting to free farm. Oh, Bin's actually holding a freeze. Wait, hold up. Bin's holding a freeze, and Flandre can't even can barely soak
XP. His counterpart on the other side is not getting anything, and Yorick has to be able to succeed in the side lane to really.
He's getting
XP.
Game.
What's really interesting right
Whoa,
now
someone's
is
made it here. 1 versus 2.
rather than just committing to a cross map and saying we'll just take the Drake, they've actually moved their bot lane to mid. They've got the push.
Bot lane
They've
goes
sent
mid. Shanks goes
bot
bot.
lane matchup.
In these kinds of swap scenarios, Talia move speed and like champions with a lot of move speed really like these kinds of swaps, right? So champions like Talia, champions like MF can get around the map really fast.
And they're going to start this objective off.
And so they just send Talia bot side to catch wave and get good wave state. Now they've actually early shifted thingy to mid. Their bot lane to mid, and now they can actually get this. Flandre's level 6.
As we will see AL picking
He's
up
super
the
good
grubs
condition.
And BLG getting themselves on the board.
Yo,
in
what up,
terms
Woodland?
of
How you doing?
dragons.
And AL absolutely needed to get the grubs after what
Super
they
nice.
gave up on the bot side. You know, Bin is
Super
now
nice.
so
Denying
far
Azir,
at
denying
26
Jax,
CS,
denying
500
Trundle is
gold
huge for grubs
is the
because
lead.
Trundle can just
Plus,
chomp
there
tower,
is,
right?
You know, a little bit of experience that, you know, Flandre has been able to obviously grab, so he's kept pretty close in that. But Bin really opening up a big advantage and hasn't been under any pressure for these last couple of minutes. Most of the time, he's actually still just been laning 1v0, and now finally they're going to move Hope in towards mid lane after the grubs.
Guys,
it is Shanks that's going to be answering the Jack.
should I start using Civet over swaps? No. No, you should not.
Is particularly upset with how
hey guys, do you want a fun fact?
Is happily scaling,
if you ghost to lane,
on the side lane,
you save 2 seconds.
Advantage. And Elk also finds himself isolated on the top side of the map. So
it's never worth it.
When I watched back the finals, I felt like AL did a really good job of controlling the aggression from BLG and kind of shutting down a lot of the plays that they wanted to make. But BLG, they're taking this game one calm, collected, and their map movements are clean for the time being.
And AL has put a really high priority on grubs throughout the tournament. Nearly 85% of the total.
But if you have a lot of
passive
move speed, like it's Giga good,
this
right?
event, so clearly putting an emphasis on that, and I think it makes.
I mean,
a
there's
lot
still
of sense,
1v2.
especially when you are playing with
bro.
Yeah, with
dude,
the
Flandre's suffering this game.
You want to be trying to get
At least Flandre has XP, but like he's Giga suffering right now because he's perma 1v2. He's down 30 CS now.
And Bin has been very happy
Man.
just farming up as
and
you say,
Bin almost has
1v0
Triforce.
or 1v1. Now we see Bin pathing out towards top. Shanks will get the push down in the bottom lane. So,
but Flandre's Yorick is probably the best in the world right now, honestly. Like, Flandre's Yorick is just insane. He values his champ so highly, he'll blind it with, like, limited bans.
Stages have gone for this matchup, because to me, post-6, when you get the maiden, you really can start playing pretty aggressively in this 1v1 as the Yorick. You can start poking down this Jax, and hasn't had to deal with it
I love
whatsoever.
Azale's matchup knowledge. Guys, if you want to give props to a caster, Azale for sure watches matchups. Like, he actually just watches matchups and learns. Unfortunately, bro, why is Beitran ghosting it up, man? I said before this series, Beitran's a fraud, and now he's making me look dumb. Hello, bro, Beitran, can you stop?
He just tries to walk it out. Nice gank once again from Beitran as Kyle.
I'm convinced Beitran's ass, but he's popping off, so now what do I say?
BLG find themselves 2 kills up.
And I mean, this kill is actually so much more painful because when you die as the Orc like that, now you don't have the maiden for such a long time.
Hello, Javik Poby,
so
how you
any
doing?
pressure that you would have had is completely gone. The kill goes to Bin. He free farmed bot lane for so long.
Bro, it's
and,
cooked.
You know,
top lane matchup's completely
so
fried.
As soon as he comes back, he'll be able to grab that. He's going to be very close to his Triforce now at this point, and there it is. Already done the Triforce. So Flandre, I already feel like he's completely out of the side lane because by the time he actually completes his first item,
your Go Exterix is better in the jungle
Still 2/3 of the cooldown remaining
than a top 4 placement at MSI. I think they're guaranteed top 4 now. They're top 4 right now, right?
Makes it even trickier because his jungler is not on this side
or are they
of the
top
map
6?
right now.
I don't know what stage of the bracket this is. I think this is top 4 bracket, right?
Dragon's still 2
I
minutes
don't
away
remember.
though,
I don't
so
remember.
expect to see just
whatever
lanes
placement is
crashing
now.
back and forth for the
Of
next
course he
couple
is.
of minutes.
Bro, have you seen my volley bear?
Tarzan has spent the majority of this game just focusing on farming up. He's been doing a good job getting close to his Trinity Force as well. You can see that they've been investing a lot of vision towards this bot side of the map with
oh my
god,
god,
this bot side,
the pixelated map. I liked your analysis of Lee Sin baiting Renekton W yesterday. I didn't see anyone else mentioning it.
I like these little
Micro is great, right? I love highlighting Micro. It's my favorite thing.
In the event that Shanks tries to make any sort of ulti play towards the mid lane. And so BLG are kind of responding well to the control that AL is trying to get here in the early games. We transition into that mid-game phase.
Okay,
spawning in about
mid-game. Basically, what matters now is playing around summoners and popping them. So,
look for a cross map. They don't need to
whilst they have mobility, I think you can bardle them.
With the lead that they're slowly building up.
Is it 720p again? Let me check for you.
I think if you offer this sort of a game
no, it is
to
1080p.
BLG, they would be so happy to accept.
Guys, if I have a 1080p monitor, is there any point in putting it to 1440p?
You know, we haven't been able to see kind of any playmaking come out from
I don't know
Kyle
how
on
this
the Bard.
works.
We haven't seen any ultis
is there
come
any
out from
point or
Shanks
no?
on the Talia, even though he has really been the one having the push. So BLG in a great spot here, and I do think it's going to be important that AL are able to be successful in the first team fights when they do actually take them. Wukong is now on Triforce.
It looks the
He's
same.
going to be at a really strong point in the game, but they have got to nail their engagement.
Oh my
when they go for him.
god,
Otherwise,
bro,
I think
Corky
he's gonna get
Triforce.
away from
Okay,
him.
okay. I think BLG might be spiking now. I think BLG might be spiking now. Holy crap.
Knight has a Nash's tooth as well, while Shanks has got
No,
the
there's no
Archangels,
point.
but
Okay,
that's
thank
still
you.
100 stacks away
Cat
from
and
giving him the
Findus.
shield. So, although BLG could decide to seed the Drake, although they
I
could
feel like you
decide to
hate
not
me.
fight it, I
You
actually
started
think in terms of raw power right now,
off the
they're
stream
definitely
saying
in the
where
driver's
his
seat.
hysterics,
Great
colon
minds think
D,
alike, Medic. I was on the same wavelength
and
with
then
that one.
you give me
Sandra
one
goes
word
for a bit of a
answers.
trade and immediately
Very
regrets
negative.
it.
Counter-Strike comes in, there's the TP as
It
well.
makes me
Kyle
sad.
trying to come up to join this fight, and Bin begins to retreat. Shanks is going to teleport forward. Bin has no flash. Weaver's Wall will lock him on this side of
Oh
the
my
tower.
god, they're cross-mapping
Tarzan
Bin.
chasing forward as well. Bin with the counter-strike.
Oh
will
my
get
god, the
knocked up.
CC.
Using that
In
side,
general,
Bin still jambling
oh my
away,
god.
but he's caught out. A Tempest finds
Okay,
him.
good cross map from AL, and now they have 3 grubs. They have 3 grubs. And Yorick. Oh my god, and a Wukong with Triforce. Bro, they just... Oh my god, they just shit on this play. Oh my god, they just shit on this play so hard. Huge overload, massive play. They TP'd Shanks. They had 5 people top. Well, 4.
But if you can get this second turret as well.
Oh my god, wait, this is game losing. Wait, it's lost. Wait, it's lost. Wait.
You'll see the gold swing.
It's
in their
completely
favor, about
lost.
300 gold ahead, but about 1,000 across the
They
course
just
of
swung
that
the
fight.
entire
BLG
game
will get
round.
their second dragon, and it was actually AL
And
who
the big thing
decided,
is,
we
like,
don't want to take the fight around second
they
Drake.
got
We can
tier 2
fight
gold,
around
which is
Soul,
like
point
700
around
gold.
Soul. Elk harassing Hope
They got
down
tier
here
1
with the Gatling
tower,
gun.
and they want to
Knight
play on versus
Bringing from the side. I
Triforce.
think that might be on actually with Knight down towards the bottom side of mid.
Yeah, Yorick's
There
wife
we
is
are.
sucking the tower. It's crazy,
I
bro.
think it's really, really smart to actually play towards this Yorick. Again, you need to make sure that you are enabling
Oh
Blondrick
my
in that
god.
side lane. He's got to be able to compete against Bin, or he's just not going to have
Corky
much
is
of a
here,
purpose
2
in
Drakes
this
up,
game.
400
You
gold
can't
game.
have
Game
your
is
Yorick just
lost.
perma grouping.
I mean, that's
So
a
being able to actually
crazy
get us that
play,
side lane,
Bilal
investing
Alligator.
the
That's a
resources there, you're only
crazy
giving
play.
up a second
An insane
dragon.
amount of gold.
Try to set up
Dragons
for that
don't
third.
I also
confirm
just
a
like
game.
that exactly
Also,
what
this
Medic was
bot lane is
saying.
expected to
Press
win.
tab, you
Corky
look at those
early,
items, you're
expected to
like,
win.
"Ugh, that is 3 Trinity forces. I really don't want to go for that, and instead we'll just look for the cross-up. And they found an effective one, but BLG, they won't slow down.
But this
Realizing that they
Knight is
feel
very
stronger
scary.
right now,
Knight
they're
is
gonna
very
start
scary
off the
here.
Herald.
Okay, who
AL
wins
is
this
in a
team fight?
position
It's
to
big.
contest.
Tarzan
Shanks
doesn't have
doesn't the
ulti.
ultimate,
I don't
and
think they
there's
should
no
fight
real
this.
any way
I
for
don't
them
think
to get
AL should
good
fight this. They
positioning
have
on
no
this
Wukong
fight.
ult. I think it's bad.
Again, look at bot. Flandre is
I'm not a
already
fan.
working on that tower. Bin's going to have to TP down.
Base one boosted up there with the deadly flourish. Tempest
Okay,
out as well.
big play.
Kyle caught, has
Punishing
that pop loss, but has a
Nico flash is
We used
massive.
the flash early to try and escape, but as the curtains open,
Oh, the clone's blocking.
The Shapesplitter will block
Oh.
one, and Elk will block the next pop blossom
on?
on just to make sure the chase doesn't
I guess the
materialize.
chase. I mean, sure, but I think it was
Close
just us.
exchange as AL
Okay, yeah.
tried to get some
Bard
exit
ulti
kills
punishing
as
on
BLG
summoners.
were
They
on
could
the
Bard
retreat,
ult him again if he
but
ever walks
they're
up in
able to
midwave.
secure the
Are you still an
Herald, and
LEC
they walk away
Eragon?
safely,
No,
as
unfortunately
AL
I'm
were
not.
talking about that bot tower, and AL
Unfortunately,
end up
I'm not.
securing it.
Yeah, I mean, Grubs, Yorick,
I wish I was.
Triforce, that is a recipe for success against the tower. You're going to crush that thing ridiculously fast. So, you know, even if Yorick is behind, which at this point he is not, he is slightly ahead in gold, you can crush towers. So, you know, they have to be really, really careful. If BLG commit 5 members to one side of the map, they can get punished on the other side. And I do think
Okay,
this
so
is something
now
that BLG
what
has done a
AL
lot
can do
throughout this
is
tournament,
they could play
they will
side lanes
heavily
with
commit
Yorick
towards objectives.
plus
They're gonna show up, they're gonna try
they've
to force
essentially
you to
got
fight,
like
but sometimes that does
semi-globals
open
and
up the
globals across
opportunity
the
for
board,
really
right?
successful
They're
cross-map
side laning
plays.
with 3
And I think
grubs
this is
plus
something
their
that at
globals
times
is
BLG
crazy.
struggle with in the
So I
LPL
want
as
them
well.
to
They
split
don't
push
always
with
have
Yorick
the
and bot side and
cleanest
play with
objective
Talia
setups. Sometimes
ulti
they are
overloading a
little
side
bit
lane.
bloodthirsty
It's
around
giga good.
those. And as a result, teams that are very smart on how they play the map, like AL,
Mid push
can
into
get
side, mid push into
advantages.
bot,
And sometimes that
or
comes
punish
down to
whoever has
synergy
sums.
as
If
well.
they
We
want
have
to
to
punish
remember
side lane
Base One
into
only
this,
joining
it's
the
good
team
too.
this
But I
sprint,
think that's what
halfway
they should
through
do
the
right now.
sprint. A change in coaching
What
staff as well
what
with
is my
Maokai
Yorick doing?
leaving. So it is going to be a struggle
that's
for
all.
BLG when you look towards those things that are developed over
They could also
6 months, a year,
Bard
2
ulti the
years,
Nico and be very
that
happy.
sort of synergy that AL can have.
And Knight was very frank about that. We saw that in the game day
Knight was
interview
very
that we had
frank.
from him earlier, talking about, you know, he wasn't sure if they had enough synergy built up.
Bro, this game is so
Middle
fun.
out.
I miss the
caught up, the
LPL so
Ghouls will
much.
chase
Oh
him.
my god, On is getting railed.
With the morning mist, and BLG still able to
ERAGON,
defend.
what are your
Drake's
thoughts
still
on
2
Dom
minutes
Drill?
away as well. There is an Artican
I wish
coming
I
up,
could
but
get on
that's
that.
up towards the top side.
AL with really good just
good just map play there. They'd gotten the push on the top lane, they had the push on the bot, and so they just collapsed from both sides to attack this mid lane. They were able to do a good amount of damage onto their opposition.
I mean, I'm going to be casting both their teams.
That tower, and it's not necessarily that they heavy committed. Oh,
Shanks needs to be careful. He's going to
the shuffle, the shuffle.
Ooh,
wait, what? Wait, Knight, where's the ulti? He doesn't even need it. Holy crap, the chomps. I guess he doesn't need it. Yeah, it makes sense. Beitran's Giga fast.
Just as I was complimenting AL on their map.
Okay, okay. thing. I feel like, bro, I don't like Shanks perma staying topside. I really think they should be playing to side and making plays with Shanks' ulti on Yorick lane. Get a push out with your team, right? This is something you see all the time. Right, get a push out with Tarzan, and then get a recall open through bot side and play to bot with your side laner.
With his positioning, obviously could have gone the longer way round towards that top lane wave with Beishuan and Knight in the area. They invest the flash and they take down their enemy mid.
Gone.
Next objective though, still a minute away, and once again, it's AL with the vision down towards that bottom side. Wards abound for them.
I feel like if the Gon is on the end, I feel like then I'm like on the outside, you know? Domdril Gon. I feel like I'm tacked on the outside.
Yeah, you can see that developing in the two top.
Am I watching? Like fucking that sucks, bro.
He is just kind of catching the waves as they come, realizing that Yorick is here. He's now going to push that one out. But the timing is good. 40 seconds until the dragon. They don't overpush. They realize that AL don't really have much of a play on the map, and so they're just picking up what farm they can and then not overextending. What was
playing to bot side with
Taliyah. Bottom of the screen has now shifted entirely to red.
Yorick matchup into Azir, how is it? I'm not sure. He has Merc treads. He's pretty strong, but Azir is fucking broken, honestly, in side lane.
Want to get towards these objectives first if they can.
I haven't seen a single Taliyah ult towards Yorick, and it makes me sad, because that's really broken.
Who can sit this one out. They don't have to fight for the third dragon of the game. We often talk about how much pressure it puts on you as a team.
Medic, you're right. BLG can play towards top side. They can.
Especially when you are
Nico's
a
here too.
that wants to play through sides. It makes it so much harder, right? When then you are forced to group, no matter what the wave state is, no matter what the item completions are, you would be forced to go there.
Ooh, big ulti from Kale. Oh, is Beichuan getting caught? Oh, mistimed by Kale. Oh, and missed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. Okay, nice. Good play. I mean, AL kind of mistimed everything. Mistimed and missed everything. What's the prediction? 3-1 AL or 3-0 AL? One of those. I think AL are a much better team. Alright, Beichuan gets caught by Bards, and they actually pick on as well.
I want to see them go straight towards this dragon.
But yeah, I predict AL win Giga hard.
They're just playing towards Otacon. This is definitely riskier, but we can see that BLG is going for the dragon on the other side, so this should be theirs.
Oh, Atacon going as well.
BLG will move to Soul Point here very early on.
I felt like BLG was doing such a good job of suffocating AL. The fact that Bin was just holding that wave in the bot lane, they were playing around Knight safely.
I just think the problem is, guys, is like saying 3-0 is, I feel like sometimes AL has funny drafts where they just insta-lose the drafts, and they have funny games sometimes.
With those
and also, I think in Fearless, it's easy to just fuck up a game draft, right? Like, it is. And because of that, I think that's why we get less 3-0s these days. We get way more just dropping one game.
1,000 to 1.5k worth of effective stats from those petals right now, so AL will be happy with the exchange.
Yo, I'm here for it. I'm here for
it. Soul Point is not something you really want. Gold,
I think it's just easy to fuck up a game.
Especially against
Alright, who has flashes?
Which is a lot of upfront damage,
Everyone.
is a lot of burst. You know, I do think
Diart
Soul
8.
also kind of uniquely effective against Jhin, who does more damage the lower you do get. Well, Mountain Soul makes it a lot harder to actually knock you down with that explosive engage from the Wukong with the seismic shove to follow it up.
Honestly.
So AL, you know, have been playing the map, have the Otacon, have the combat stats from that, but they're still not even up gold whatsoever. BLG is the one that are up gold and have really
oh my god, chat, I've got pins and needles in my right foot.
So I think BLG definitely getting the better end of the trades.
I will say, Bin is up 70 CS and there's a 90 gold difference.
Yo, collapse on Knight!
I mean,
Emperor's Ride coming out. Flandre.
Oh my god, wait,
let's go in with a dark perception.
Oh my god, wait, it's pixel perfect! Holy crap, the timing is mental. Wait, BLG are on Soul Point.
Very, very
close. BLG are very happy at the moment.
Able to escape.
Can you show
BLG now have position on the mid lane. This should be a tower secured.
I already made a deal with this chat yesterday. If I'm unemployed to 2026, I'll sell my feet picks.
Doesn't quite convert into a kill.
And now BLG can path up towards this top side.
Okay.
AL away from any of this jungle,
bro, that timing was crazy on
the
opportunity. Also, BLG are very happy in this game, by the way.
Extending his gold lead to about 430.
BLG are very happy in this game. I thought it would be there was a massive throw up top side, but it isn't.
That's pretty even here. We can see this one more time.
Bro, this timing is crazy. Also, Bard could have ulted sooner.
Because the cage is used. That's the only way that York can actually interrupt it. It was with the edge of the cage.
You're employed for the rest of the year. Yeah, but not for 2026.
Bard ult a split second too late there from
Oh my god. Wait, guys, I sit down and I get pins and needles again. Why?
A third of the way from coming back off cooldown. Don't expect BLG to be
Rylai's
able
completed.
to punish that in any way with no
BLG are on
major
Gigaspike now.
objectives up for the next 2
AL need
minutes,
to
but
keep winning
let's
team
have a
fights
quick
over and
look
over
at where
again.
we
If
are
they
in
slip
terms
up
of
once
items.
at
2
Dragon
items
Fight,
on
it's
both
Giga
Yeti
bad.
carries,
Stomp your foot!
L3,
It's uncomfortable,
stacks
man.
away from finishes.
It makes my
Manamune,
leg
Leandros
vibrate.
And Seraph's complete for Shanks, whereas Knight has his Nash's Rylai's and another Haunting Guys
It makes me
in
feel
his
like
inventory.
I'm
I mean, we're pretty
tingling,
much
you know what I
dead even
mean?
at 2 items apiece, except for Tarzan.
Alright, everyone's
who does
2
not
items.
yet
Yeah.
have his
BLG's
second
Giga
item.
spiking
I
right now.
do believe by the time we do get to this next Dragon, though, he's going to have that completed. So it should be pretty much
Something that Aziz
a
like to do is they
dead-even
like to
fight
get
as
2
far as
items
the
and then
combat
sit on
stats
double
are
Haunting
concerned
Guys
between
and
these
not
two
complete
teams,
it.
and it feels like this is a
Which
game
leg?
that is going to be decided at this next Dragon.
What?
If AL are able to deny it, the game goes on. If BLG do take it, it feels like
What?
they really get a stranglehold.
On paper, my instincts
Lift
give
your legs
BLG
up.
the advantage
Guys,
in the straight
bro,
up 5
you guys are
versus
more
5.
sus
I think
than my
about
chat.
Corki plus Azir, the range, the poke, and also just the consistent damage.
Bro,
the
BLG are
backline
actually
threat
in a
that
really
Bin's
good
gonna
spot
have
right now.
onto Hope.
2
The amount of
items
peel
across
that
the
Kayle
board,
can
completed
provide,
Mura
I think
mana.
it's going to be the biggest difference maker.
4th Drake,
How is
just
that
maintaining
bot
control of
ultimate
bot
used? What does
side.
it actually do?
AL
Who
have to
does
be able
it
to
CC
fight.
up?
I think
Can they
AL
find
have
a
really
nice
dropped the
Talia
ball of
combo?
playing
Will
towards
Tarzan
Yorick.
actually make it impossible for
Flandre
Hell
was
to play in
Giga
the
strong,
fight? When it comes to watching
and
two
they have
LPL
like
teams
three
fight, I mean, that's the
three
beauty of it.
semi-globals
They
and like
give us
Talia
some
ult.
of the best team fighting teams in
Right?
the world.
I mean, I feel like AL basically has to start
They
the
could
fight
have
off by
played
killing Elk
towards
or Knight, or
the
they're just
Yorick
not
and the
gonna
Jax
win,
way
right? And that
harder,
is
but
very
they kept
difficult
they
because
kept
I do
Talia
think the
locked
range
in
advantage
side
is
lane
also
perma,
on BLG's
matching the
side.
Azir, and you
when
could never
you're
use
trying
it.
to go forward, you're having to fight through the Trundle, through the Jax, through the Pop Blossom to actually reach these carries that are going to be so powerful. So I do think AL is in a
You miss
uniquely
kecking.
difficult
Your mods add
position,
kecking
and it's
emote.
gonna mean that
Honestly,
Kyle's gonna have to get creative, find a
bro,
really good
where's
barrel, or
LPLing
Tarzan's
as
gonna
well?
have to come from an unexpected
Where's
angle.
kecking? Where's
Otherwise, things are
LPLing?
gonna
Yo,
get
these
very,
emotes suck.
very tough.
Just to note, like, we've been talking a lot about Bin's farm, but he is close to the Flame Horizon. I'm curious as to whether or not he'll be able to get it in this
Bin
game.
Flame
as
Horizon,
the Dragon
Jesus. I
spawns
mean,
in
to be
about
fair,
50
Flandre got
seconds.
railed this game early
Big
game. In
completion
the swaps.
Therefore, Bin does now have the
In the
Seekers
swaps
that he
early,
just actually
like,
purchased. So
this
yes, he's
isn't
not on
all
that
on
third
Bin.
end, but Seekers is in, another Mask coming through, another Zeal coming through, so the gold lead is at least showing itself in some partial completions there that are pretty impactful.
Seekers
We
completed.
haven't really only been
Oh
talking about
my
Bin and how
god,
well
bro.
he's been
Okay,
CSing in
BLG
that,
could win this
isolated
game,
top lane
honestly.
matchup, but look at Knight, look at Elk.
If
Both
I
of them
didn't
going up
believe in
well
AL
over
team
10
fighting, I'd
CS a
say
minute as
BLG win
well,
this
whereas
game.
On the other side, Hope is about there. Shanks is 30 CS down.
Three
Flandre is
Chovies?
60 CS down. 3 Chovies on one team, apparently. Here for BLG as they've
Oh,
been doing
poke is
really
good onto
job being
Shanks.
in the
Oh
right
my god,
position on
Shanks
the
is getting
map, making sure
chunked.
they get
All
that farm,
they have
denying
redemption on
the enemy
Kayle.
teams as well.
They have
And to me, a
redemption
lot
on
of it was
Kyle.
just
Are they
about
going to
the
just
early
use it
lane
to get
assignments. I think
top
that
themselves
AL
up?
really kind of mismanaged that. Flandre was completely starved on the top side. Well, Bin spent a couple minutes on bot side just getting every bit
Are they
of
going to top
farming
themselves up
experience
with
uncontested.
Right now,
with
everyone
redemption
is
or what?
gathering in the mid lane because they know how important
Oh
this
my
dragon
god.
is. It's BLG that get the push.
Bro, if
Knight
they
takes
get
a bit of
Mountain
damage
Soul,
down. He will put the turret up
I
in mid,
fear
making
AL
it
does 0
harder
damage.
for BLG to approach
AL
through
will
the
do
mid lane.
0
The dragon
damage,
started
bro. They
off,
have a
Tarzan
Ghost
has
Blade
found an angle
Jhin.
to the bot side.
Yo,
Waves
AL, you have to
to
go this up.
that bot lane tower, but they won't really mind about
Is it
that
going to be a
right
good
now.
wall? We'll see.
Tarzan looking for the flank position. BLG don't have great vision around here. Only on the
Alright,
top
chat,
side of the
prepare for
river,
some
really.
LPLing.
They
Prepare
have
for some
eyes, whereas
LPLing.
Kyle stepping forward, putting a control ward in. Shanks still looking for the flank. Bin trying to mark anyone that comes around the back of the blue buff.
Kyle gets engaged on. Oh my god, he's one shot. Wait. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. Wait. Bottle, is it good? Oh my god, they chained it. It's huge. It's huge. It's one. It's one. It's one. No Nico ult. No Nico ult. Oh, it's massive. Oh my god, I love you, AL team fighting. I mean, it's off the back of Kale getting engaged on and making a mistake.
Cyclone doesn't hold them in range. A counter strike out by Bin as BLG retreats.
Nice. Good job.
Whoa, that was a very tense fight.
Kale, yeah. I mean, bro, it wasn't intentional.
But given that BLG actually
It
had
wasn't
position in the
intentional.
river first, AL had to play
Bin
it
leaps
slow
on Kale.
and rely
Kyle.
on their poke.
I keep
was
pronouncing
worried
it
for
Kale, but
Kyle,
it's
but
Kyle.
we talked about how that bard ult what could be a game changer.
Dude, that was
he
an
connects
accident.
it, and they find the
Kyle
pick.
gets
I mean, this is really
engaged on.
nicely done. It does look like Kyle's
By
going to be
on?
in a lot of trouble. It's on caught him,
And then
and
chain
Bin jumps
CC?
in, but they can't quite 100 to 0 him. He gets back, and then this ulti
this
right
rap
here. Look at the
champ
seismic shot.
bard.
Last time they were not on point. This time it is perfectly timed.
Do they have
They
sums?
land the cosmic
Nico
binding,
has
even with the
sums.
flash.
On
Bin
getting
is
caught
stunned
here
on
is
the
kind
other
of
side of the flash.
unacceptable, to be
On
honest.
gets deleted. Now Bin has no way to access the backline without that flash.
Honestly,
they get
On
the first
hasn't had a
kill.
great
They chase
tournament.
them out and take the dragon.
On hasn't had a great
really
tournament.
well executed there from Kyle.
Bro, I
and
love
Shanks.
LPL team
The
fighting.
seismic
I
shot,
love LPL
perfect.
team fighting.
And catching out On as well, who has the Pop Blossom, who has the Hextech Rocket Belt, who has the Flash, that's when you can really funnel forward and try and take the fight, because it is Kyle who will be jumping, it's On who will be jumping on towards that backline. Still, though, for BLG, they're on Soul Point. It's a mountain up in 4 minutes' time. They still have a goal lead of about 1,000, but as we said, the petals kind of even that out for AL. Third items on their way here for Anyone's Legend, as although the game hasn't had too many kills, it's been incredibly back and forth between these two teams from the LPL.
Okay, It's still not that bad for BLG.
Right now.
BLG is still really strong. Ooh, nice Protobell dodge from On.
Forces the rocket bell
Bro, it's kind of banging.
Yeah, right now it's mainly just
Alright,
again,
Beitron, let's see you play with Pillar.
With so many of the towers gone, AO would love to secure this mid tower, but it's a very
There's
difficult
not that much pillar
siege
value
against
this
this
game.
here,
I
and
feel
the
like
Corki,
usually when
so
you
instead
play
they're gonna
with
set off a
Trundle,
vision
you want a
around
pillar
Baron as
and
they
then
look
land
for a
skill
reset.
shots.
Yeah, and it has been
But
really
there's not
interesting
really that many skill shots that you could
not
chain.
that confident to actually
Like, not much
push
skill
in
shots
for that
they see, you know?
1v1
That's why I like
against
Tillia
Ben.
Trundle.
Ben has been able to scale through the early
Ooh,
levels,
nice pillar.
has this big farm advantage. That has kept him in the gold lead despite some of the kills in the towers.
Honestly,
going
Beitron's
the
played
way
well this
of the
game.
Yorick.
Honestly.
So it hasn't really
I'm
been
a
much
big
about the
Beitron
side
hater,
lanes. It is kind of one of these
but
weird situations
he's
where
played
if you
well
can't
this
get prio side lanes as the Yorick, you just have to group, you have to fight, you have to find ways to be able to be effective in a difficult situation.
One of the things I think AL did quite well.
Who wins
in the
late
previous
inside,
fight was making
Jax
sure Bin
or
can't
Yorick?
find a flank.
I usually
And
see it go
historically,
towards
whenever
Yorick.
I think of Bin on Jax, his
Why are you a
flanks have always
Beitron
been
hater?
one of the most terrifying elements of him on this
'Cause
champion. The way he
I don't like.
finds creative ways to gain access onto the
I'm not talking about
backline,
AP Jax.
creating
It usually
chaos
goes the
in the
way
midst
of
the
Yorick
fight
in
and
late
just
game.
ruining that coordination is something that I think AL is respecting and doing their best to play around. But they're going to have to keep doing that.
But I never
because we talked
see
about earlier,
teams
BLG
go
in
to
the
6
straight up
items,
front
so
to
I
back,
can't
we still
comment
do give
on
them
like
the edge
full
with that
late game, you know?
composition.
Yeah, and you can see
Oh
looking onto
my
Kyle,
God.
doesn't have the flash,
Kyle's
doesn't
one
have
shot.
the heal, and he is done for. Elk gets the kill, the curtain's open.
Is it
As
bad?
Hope tries to avenge
bad?
his fallen support. Will land a shot
I'm a
on
Beitron
but
hater because he
he's
gets.
tanky
I
enough
don't
to
like
survive
players
through
that
them,
get
has
giga
that
overrated
Warden's
for the
mail
wrong
complete.
reasons,
They got
right?
the TP off
It's
of
like
Flandre
people said
and Knight
Steve,
there, so Ben is gonna have TP
BLG
advantage.
swapped
Yes,
junglers,
Shanks could potentially match
and then
him,
people
but
started saying
Beitron
Beitron was the
getting
GOAT
aggressive here.
when it was
Dodger with
not
the
him
Death Dodge
carrying the
and
games, you know?
avoids the seismic
And
shove.
that's like that's
AL
annoying
still
to
have
me.
a bit of
I
vision
don't like
around
when
this pit,
when
but that's
players
now
get
played out
overrated
by
for the
Beitron.
wrong reasons because of
Knight's
you
gonna
know.
start up the Baron. Anyone's legend.
Because the reason they start
Tarzan and
running
Hope
is
are
because
on
Knight
their
is still
way.
popping off. Anyway,
Their prying
I'll carry on with
eyes
that
will
after.
spy the
Team
fact
fight.
that BLG
LPLing!
started the Baron.
Flandre gets engaged on. Are they going to wall him? Wait, this is ass, no? Flandre's fine? No, he's not. He's just dead. He's just dead. Tarzan's getting destroyed. Wait, this is really bad. AL.
Kyle's back alive.
Yeah, Beitron barely gets out, had almost no HP. You could hardly see the health
Beitron's
bar
more of
there,
an
but he does
enabling
survive.
jungler.
They kill off Flandre.
No, Beitron
and
just
Kyle
ints.
is
Beitron
back,
just
so they
ints
are able to
sometimes.
stave off the Baron attempt here from BLG, but they do still come up with that additional kill. It does cost Knight his flash, but they got the flash off of both Flandre and Tarzan.
But he's not
so
bad, right?
kind of
Like,
Summer's
he's
just
not
being
bad.
traded
It's
back
just
and
he's
forth.
not the
It was a
GOAT.
tense night on two fronts where Knight fight on two fronts.
I'm sure he was tense as well, Benny.
As AL find a
And
really nice
I think
engage onto
BLG, they
while they're
cap
not
themselves by having
collectively
Beitron on the
attacking
team.
Baron.
Do
The
I
fact that they can kind
dislike
of split BLG up looked very favorable for AL, even though they were at a numbers disadvantage.
Beitron
But then
more than
once
Wei?
BLG
No.
was able to disengage from the Baron
Wait,
fight
yes,
and
sorry.
then provide
Yes, I dislike
protection
Beitron more
for
than
Knight.
Wei.
You could see how quickly
I
the
do
fight
individually
turned
for sure.
in their
But I like
favor.
Shun
The
better.
big thing for AL,
Shun
though,
is
there
my
aren't flashes
LPL GOAT from
available
last
on
split.
BLG anymore. Only Elk has his up. I think Bins is going to be off cooldown before we have a fight.
Individually,
around the
I think
dragon,
Wei is better than
if they
Beitron,
can
but
land
they
a
needed
good tempo
change,
fake,
right?
the
So they brought
follow-up
in
is absolutely
Beitron.
absurd from this team. They have so much
I think
long-range
Beitron's not
lockdown.
good.
They have the curtain call. They have the Weaver's
I think
wall as well
Beitron's
to
not
split
good.
out the fight. BLG need to be cautious about how they navigate this next fight.
But Shun was the
Absolutely
best
do,
one.
but it's not the easiest champion
Shun
to
was the
actually
best
land
one
that
by
on.
far,
Even the
obviously,
Trundle, you can
right?
drop the frozen
Bro,
domain.
Shun was
for the
so good.
additional
I
boost
don't
speed.
know,
You have the
man.
Dead Man's Plate. You have obviously the ability to dash on the Corki and on the Azir
Who's
and
the
on
goat
the
in jungle?
Jax and even the Rocket Belt here for On. So there's a lot of tools they have to dodge it out.
That's super hard,
Pressure
man. I
big
don't know.
on Kyle.
Oh my god, Protobell gone. No Protobell
Dodging
ulti,
away
but no
from
Bardal
the
as
Temple
well.
Fate there. AL once again pathing down towards the bottom side, trying to get some purchase in this river. Bin looking for the flank.
Talia wall, they're trying to pick off On. On has no
Gets
Protobell.
on the right
It's
side of
fine.
the Weaver's wall as BLG start up the dragon.
He could like
On
blast
doesn't
cone
have the
flank
flash, but
here?
that
Not really.
Blossom can
Tarzan
be
clears the
deadly.
blast cone. Okay, so
AL
Tarzan sees
trying
the
to
flank
gain some
angle.
purchase in the
But
river
Nico's
here.
still
BLG
flanking.
holding them
He has no
at bay. There's
Protobell,
a
he has no
pillar.
flash. I think
On
it's
still
hard
looking
for
that
Nico
flank.
to get in this
Kyle
fight.
now marking him as BLG
for a big
will
ulti.
take the 4v4. Kyle on,
Oh my god,
on
Dragon
towards
goes to
the
AL
top side,
again.
but there's the pop blossom.
Yo, BLG just can't get the soul.
By Tarzan, and he'll get a kill
Bin's
off the back
kind
of
of
it as
doing
well.
work in the backline.
BLG separated.
Knight goes in, the
Diving, but
shuffle
Knight
onto
not back
Shanks.
with the
Shanks
perfect
is
shot.
dead. Who's winning this?
Shanks
Oh,
will
okay,
fall.
AL is
Big trouble
stomping,
as
but
well.
Knight
The
is free
curtain's
hitting.
open. Hope wants an encore.
Oh my god,
Gets one
Hope.
onto Bin. in. Base one.
It's so tense. Knight's lethal tempoing. Oh my god, Flandra's still alive though. Okay.
Taken out by anyone's legend.
Aggressive fight there for AL. Tarzan
Holy
gets the
crap,
smite,
yo, that fight was
critically
mental.
denying
That
the
is
Mountain
LPLing.
Soul
Yo,
in what
TP
was
coming
such
in.
a close fight
Okay,
here.
so wait, what happened on the backside of
Look at how
this?
things started out. Bin
AL is
looking for
harassing
access
over
onto the
here.
back line, while Kael is doing his best to keep
Oh,
on from getting the
Tarzan
engage on
could, like,
with a
secured
beautiful
Dragon.
dive.
Even the
We're back
Baitron was
to
at the pit as well.
He's looking for more of a fight, but the ghouls will
Oh
keep
my
him
god,
at bay
Bin TP'd
alongside
in.
the
Bro,
dark
this is
possession.
mental. Yeah, AL
Bin
team
won't
fights are
find
crazy.
anything more.
Sorry, I
had
just
no
saw this
vision
comment.
to
It made me
actually jump
laugh.
on them over
In the
the
middle
wall
of the team
there.
fight. Yo,
The main
Die
takeaway from
Hard,
that
can you
last
stop
fight was how
trolling?
AL just
Who is the
again
GOAT in jungle?
controlled the
Mike
flanks.
Young.
We talked
Bro,
earlier
like,
about
what
how
are
they
you,
were
bro?
cautious of Bin finding that flank.
TSM
This time
Mike
around,
Young-
it was
Mike
making
Young.
sure that On couldn't
Shut
get
up.
it. But even when he did, the follow-up from BLG, they just couldn't quite close that gap. The amount of zone control that AL was able to provide meant that their fight was ultimately... They didn't have the coordination needed to pull the fight off.
I also really like how AL is playing these fights so aggressively, and it feels like they're always the ones putting the pressure on the enemy.
But yeah, I'm a top laner, right? So I have more concrete opinions about my GOAT top laners.
Hope is just chilling in the back line.
And my GOAT top
channeling
lane
his
is probably
ultimate,
just
being able
basic
to have the
answer
space
of
to get
Zeus.
done when he needs to get
It
done.
is what it is.
And now some of these
I also like
luxury items are starting to
369.
come through
369 was
here
my
for
GOAT
AL
top
as well.
laner for a
You
very
can
long
see
time.
the GA now completed there for Tarzan, and that is going
But
to
it's
be a
probably
big
just
one.
Zeus and
To be
369.
able to full send it on someone
It
like
is what it
Knight
is.
or Elk, push them back in this fight, and again, continue to create more space for his carries that have been performing so well.
AL have control over the river right now. On trying to step forward and garner some back here for BLG.
I was never
On
a
the
huge
back foot,
Noru
it's
fan.
AL start up the Baron. BLG playing for the mid lane.
Okay,
Big
big dragon, Nash startup turn onto the flashless Beichuan. Oh my god, it's a 5-man! Oh my god, they're getting completely womboed and fisted. That Nico engage was crazy. Wait, they're fine. Wait, Crypt Bloom healing is big. What? How are they okay? How are they winning this? Hope is untouched. Oh wait, no, Beichuan's kind of feasting in the backline. Bro, how did they win this? How did they win this? They got 5-man comboed by Azir and Nico.
Doesn't have smite right now.
Wait, what?
AL might be able to keep him at bay.
Dude, actually, I have never seen Crypt Bloom healing matter in my life. 5-man Nico Azir.
Beichuan almost has flashback.
What?
We'll have the flash. The smite still on cooldown. Tarzan sticking
Bro,
on the Baron
guys,
right now.
chat,
as
have you
Beichuan
ever
tries
seen
to
a
find
Crypt
way
Bloom
back
healing
into this
matter?
pit. Doesn't have vision on the Baron.
I have
Now
never
does.
seen Crypt Bloom
Loses it
healing
again.
matter
He's
in my
dodging
life.
Back and forth. 3,000 on the Baron. Beichuan kept at bay by Flandre.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, Tarzan secures it! Bro, Tarzan secured the last 2 dragons and the Nash. Bro, the smite 50-50s are going crazy for Tarzan.
So good from On. The follow-up was way too
Oh
slow.
my god.
Most of the carries couldn't really get there. Now
Q
you have to
smite.
commit
You both have
everything
Q smite.
just to get in range for this
Bro,
follow-up.
guys,
So
look at this
let's watch
combo.
one
Yo,
more
tab
time.
in if you were
Look
tabbed
at
out
where
right now.
Elk is.
Look at this
where the
5-man
rest
from
of the team
On.
is. Look at those
Really
three.
insane
Yes,
engage.
the
Pro
engage
to
looks
belt art.
great, but where's the team? They're behind the wall. They
Oh
can't
my
get there and
god.
get the damage done
Oh,
during
they
the
stuck
CC.
behind Talia
So though
wall.
it looks beautiful, the follow-up isn't there
They're
from
stuck
mid.
behind
Beichuan
Talia
can't get
wall.
there.
Oh
Elk
no,
can't
I
get
guess
there, and
Azil.
Elk
I didn't
wins
catch
anyway.
that. Nice
Another
casting
tempo
Azil.
fake finds its mark. Elk the target though for AL as they chase him down. On with a pop
Q with
blossom,
Triforce
only
is
finds
like
a single
400.
root,
I
and
mean,
that's
so
2
is Q
more
with
to anyone's
Triforce on the
legend.
bite, no?
Pick after pick.
Like,
AL with the
Trundle
Baron
also
are
has
sieging
bite smite,
through
right?
these
Both have a
towers.
Q
They're
smite.
collecting the standing gold. A root
Maybe
connects
it's
on the
less.
Knight.
Maybe Wukong Q does
Flashes
more,
away
right?
from the
But like,
sides of
I'm
the
assuming
Ghouls
that
were
both
chasing from
do a
that
decent
morning
amount of
mist.
damage with
And now
Q smite.
BLG are wondering how do we defend
Wait, holy
35
crap! They
seconds
actually
before
lost this.
Elk is back on
Oh
the rim.
my god,
On
dude!
has
BLG should have won this game. By
Grayscale
his way, we'll say
as
fair
well.
enough.
AL with this Baron push could just end the game.
Oh
I
my
mean, look
god.
at the Grubs, look at the York. They're crushing through these towers so fast.
Knight is here. Emperor's Divide available. The Dark Possessions try and keep him away. Bin trying to trade back in, but he just can't find a way.
Bro, I
into
think
that
BLG
back
should have
line.
won
The
this game.
Counter-Strike used only
BLG should have won this game, man. I really do.
On his
Bro.
way, he's a minion. He'll get the route down. Tarzan dives
Oh,
in
that's
with
a
the
disaster.
Cyclone. Bin trying to get on the back
Bin's in the
line
back
as
line
well
doing
with the
kind of work.
Counter-Strike.
But Bin.
But
Oh
Bin
god,
is
Shanks.
gone.
Are you okay?
Flandre
Nice flash.
sends into the
Kale's
Shadow
dead.
Isles. Knight
I
jumps
don't
onto
think
the
it
back
matters.
line.
I think
Shanks
Hope is
still
right.
surviving.
Hope is in the back line.
And Knight is down. Elk is up, but he's the only one for his team right now as he tries to defend.
Bro, this is why I watch the
his
LPL.
Nexus,
I fucking
and
love the
AL
LPL.
won't give him a moment
Bonk.
to breathe.
Dude, I think BLG early macro was really, really good. It was way better. Dude, they had better swaps.
And claims game 1.
A
Like,
deathless game.
I think they completely screwed Flandre. I think AL weren't pushing their side lane lead. Let me mute this so you guys don't get perma spammed. And let me skip ahead. All right, 1-0 BLG. Yo, that was crazy. Bro, was it this team fight? Was it this team fight? Yeah, this was the one where they turned it around. Crazy stuff. Alright, game 1 done. Wait, I just want to see the graph. Azir did 30k damage. Knight did 30k damage. God damn. I think they didn't even, like, pull off their comp, like, exceptionally well. Yeah. I mean, Flandre got giga screwed in the early game by AL, Macro, and BLG, the swaps. Like, he was down 100 CS, right? It is what it is. But there's the... okay, Flandre's Yorick is his best champ right now, IMO. So that's gone. Oh, we're back on the cast.
You know who that was?
My goats.
Yeah. He just left.
Chat.
One of you guys want to
Chat.
say something?
Important lore drop. Important lore drop, yeah? I have tried on one of Medic's suits, and it felt like, you know when you're a kid and you try on your dad's clothes? Bro, this guy is fucking massive. He is huge. I couldn't wear it.
Valiantly through the team fights too.
It's generally time that Tarzan were
Alright.
No win of G. This organization has found nothing but success.
Medic's entire body is your entire self. That isn't just me. Medic's entire body fits most 2 average people in him. I could have worded that differently. Okay, we're back in. Yo, everyone lock in. Let me move the camera.
Rumble trade on the other side coming through from AL. Oh, the Vi gonna be the
Yo, lock in chat. Game 2, 1-0 AL. Alright, Zinzao's still up.
Into it. And then the question is, where does
Zinzao's still up. I think Beitran should probably secure that. Banning Vi against Beitran's a bit weird. I think Beitran's Vi is trash. There's the Zinzao gone. Junglers that's still up is Skarner, Sejuani.
But now they have to make a choice. Do they want to give away that Rumble? Or do they want to
Rumble's open, yeah.
Those are their 2 main options here.
So what you're saying is Medic is your daddy? Yeah.
Else out and give up either the Rumble
I mean, he
or
knows
over
us.
to
He knows
BLG,
us.
depending on where their priorities lie.
Yeah, exactly. You can either just bin either and trade, right?
Yeah,
like trading.
I mean, you could do the Rumble Galio trade if you want to. Yeah, you're going to do the Rumble Galio trade. Bin Rumble is a bit sus, guys. Guys, if you don't watch much LPL, Bin Rumble's, like, considered one of his weaker champs. So they're actually not going towards it. Wow, Rel with Alistar.
Around him and his Rumble, it's not his favorite champion to play.
Really?
It's not one that people really
You can Alistar on 3 if you want to.
Being as dominant on.
You can pick Rumble here for Flandre if you want to. If you want to. Rise is open, yeah. I like the Rise.
First pick with Alistar still up and available as an easy answer, something that
Rel
I do
first
think
pick is a
Kyle
bit
would be
weird,
happy to
actually.
play on the other side, but high priority on that Rel.
Yeah, it's
Feels
weird.
Like we might be setting
with
up for
so
something
many.
like a Rel
So I like
path.
Rel
It is
lock-in
something that
and
I
like
do think is quite
B1
popular
like
in the
hard
LPL
engage when
that
you've
they
done
play
setup bans or
Rel
disengage.
around.
I mean, the Poppy sets it up,
And,
right?
I do
But
feel
Rumble
like it
is
the
so
best of
broken
preparing
here with
for that
Galio
path,
ban.
So it's kind of leading me in that
Rumble is
direction.
so broken here with Galio ban.
For Shanks, though. 11
Crazy to me.
games on it, has
So
won
what are we playing with
10
this
of
with
them
Rise?
split. He is
Pairings
an
that are
absolute
good are
demon
like
on the rift
Levi,
with this champion, and gives you so much mobility
Levi Jaeger,
around the
but
map
like
with
these
the
champs I'm
Rumble.
gonna get picked.
Looks like
Should we
AL
go
are
towards
gonna
Lucian?
add a Lucian for hope
Weird.
alongside it. Really aggressive.
Alright, what are we doing with the Rel? Are we gonna go MF? Are we gonna go dive cut with Kai'Sa? What are we doing?
Down is so powerful for your AD carry.
Probably not Kai'Sa into Lucian. Lucian shits on Kai'Sa. So I can see like an MF pick, guys.
Lucian, we've been seeing a lot more
I can see like an MF pick here
variation
for
as
Elk
bot lane
if he wants
partner,
it.
as opposed to just the Lucian Nami that we saw for so long. But BLG now, the Rumble's still up.
But yeah, the
And
Rumble
there's no
Rumble
reason
Rel
not to
is a
go for
classic
it. Like,
combo.
they could slash
I'm
something
really
like the
surprised
Rumble
neither
if
team
they
picked up
wanted to. They
Rumble
could
here.
also
With
get the
Galio
RE
ban,
for
Rumble
that
is
as
just
a
prior with
response into
stonks.
the Rise. They
It
could
is.
even do
Ezreal,
Syndra.
sure, that's fine
I
too.
think matching your AD
I think
carry
I like
also
MF
makes a
better,
ton of
but
sense. We've
MF
seen
Rumble,
Ezreal
you know,
be
it all
so
makes more
effective
sense.
at this tournament. Just the range,
I like
the
MF
hook that
better.
he provides,
But they lock in
and the
Ezreal.
teamfight comp that BLG is rapidly developing.
And now Alistar's a classic, right? Or you do Braum, you do Braum. There you
But
go.
there's that Braum that we were talking about being hovered by AL to mitigate some of the engage coming through from BLG.
Okay.
Braum obviously teams up really well with the Lucian.
So now-
Concussive blows passive. Elcon is Ezreal.
What's
though,
broken here?
80% win rate on it this split.
What's broken here?
Super comfortable on this champion. And
What
his
is
ability
broken here?
just to
Jarvan's
see the
not
moment
good.
to
So I think
see the
also
moment to go with
Jarvan
the
is
Ezreal.
a
Arcane
reason.
shifting forward,
Jarvan
he's now
being
into
up and
tempo,
being
so
like one of the 80 bruisers that's
absolutely. I
left,
mean, he
because
is
every 80
stellar
bruisers
on
gone,
the pick, and while they are
is a
not
reason
electing
why
to
you
go
go
for
towards
the
Ezreal,
MF,
right?
they
If you
do
go
obviously
MF,
have
you could
that
get
well set
Jarvan.
for potential
Then again,
equalizers.
you could
He
just
is
ban
about that
Jarvan, so
wombo combo, get the
there's that
CC
too.
down on these carries, lock them up and
Yone
burst them
ban?
down. And clearly
I think they're
AL
scared of
worried about
Yone
that potential here.
Maokai
Yone,
or something like
Rumble,
this,
one
and then
of
you
the
could have like
classic solo
Maokai,
lane
Rumble, Yone,
combos here.
Yone,
Tonight,
Sedge
definitely
as well.
a strong
Since
player
Sedge
as
Skarner are
well,
up.
and that will be removed.
Aurora is the other pick you need to be
Yeah,
cautious
Aurora's
of
up
as
too.
well.
where you think about Knight and like what we've seen a lot from him and
Bro,
how
why
he effectively
B1
uses
Rel
it,
and
this,
B2 Rumble anyway?
this
Why not
Aurora could be
B1
super
Rumble?
effective.
I think Rumble's pretty fucking broken here.
Removing some
Not
of
gonna
the
lie.
safer
They're banning
options
top
that
lane
we've typically seen
answers.
from
Yeah,
Flandre
that's
as a
fine.
response
What
to
else
the
is a
Rumble,
top lane
trying to
answer?
make that top side matchup as favorable for Bin as possible.
I do always have
Into
a little
Rumble.
bit of a concern about the full double AP soul laners, though. Especially,
Nah,
you know,
double AP
with
soul
Ezreal
laners are
kinda
fine.
as your main
It's been a
physical
thing
damage.
all
Of course,
year.
There are still some good solid
Skarner's gone. Sedge is Giga here, I think.
pairings available, but will it be interesting to see if they do want to go for that Rumble Aurora.
Camille? You think they're going to go Camille Sedge?
With the Yone being banned out, the double melee solo laners really
Ornn?
facilitate
Yeah, Ornn's
Sedge
picked as an
in the
answer
early
into
game.
Rumble. It's not a good matchup, but it could survive lane and then set up. There's the Maokai, right? So it's just Skarner that's. Oh, Neferi! I forget Neferi exists. I said the Jarvan, but I didn't like Jarvan into Ezreal. I said this is the reason why they picked Ezreal, right? It's because they could get Jarvan, because Jarvan's one of the few AD bruisers left.
And I guess that in terms of your skirmishing
So,
and engage power,
I didn't like this.
It could be a pretty effective pick. We'll see how
Oh wait,
things pan out
Gwen's
for
up. Wait,
Tarzan.
you're right. Gwen is up. Yeah, we might just see exhaust TP Gwen.
With the equalizer, with the Rumble,
Wait, Gwen's
they are a
up?
little bit
What
worried
the hell?
about that potential concern.
You're
As
right.
you said, Aurora, good pairing with Rumble, but I do wonder what jungle they're going to be looking for here as a physical damage.
Surprised they banned
option
Maokai. I mean, every
for
jungle,
Tarzan.
the jungle pool is
Nocturne
just giga
maybe.
pinched right now.
Nocturne maybe has a little bit too much dive into the Brawn.
I mean, it feels like they just want to full send it with this comp,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, Nocturne's good here.
I do have the
I agree.
concerns, though, that
Nocturne
if
with
Arise
Rel
gets
Rumble,
to a
hide
good
the flanks
point
with the
in the
Aurora.
game,
I think
like,
Nocturne's
you
good
are
here.
very short range or very upfront damage. If
Yo,
you're
what
a
up,
one-shot
Hysterics?
he is going
Yo,
to
everyone
do
tell
a
Hysterics
team
to pog
fight,
off.
and
This
you're
is my
trying
stream
to
now.
do this full dive, like kind of like one punch style comp where you're going in nocturnal. You turn off the lights, all of a sudden you
Okay,
have the
and
flanking Aurora
R5
not getting spotted
versus
because the lights are turned
Rumble.
off. You have the
They're just
equalizer
gonna
with
Psy
them.
on it.
If you do not win the fight with that initial play, it feels
I think
so
Scion's the best answer.
devastating. And Scion is up and available.
It's
when you're
not
talking about all these
great,
tanks
but
getting,
it's
you know,
fine.
Banned out. That one was conspicuously absent from the ban list, and Scion I feel like has been so effective here at MSI at creating space. And now you're trying to go through the Jarvan, the Scion.
Bro, I don't like
Braum
AL's
as
draft.
well. I feel like AL are very well set up to absorb the
well,
games
it's not that.
BLG
Yeah,
are
I don't like
drafting
AL's
for.
draft.
So I am pretty concerned about
They
what
have
they've cooked up.
Jarvan into Ezreal.
I seem to remember a similar comp from
They
T1
have-
yesterday. Where
It's fine.
they had,
It's fine. Anyway, we're gonna run ads so you don't get any
Talia
in-game,
correctly.
guys. Yeah, thank you, Catsaurus, for running
You and I
them.
were watching at home, and I thought to myself, this
Um,
composition has
you can
too
avoid
little
it with a sub
damage.
if you want
It's
to.
very short range as
You'd
well.
be supporting both
And I
me
look at
and
this comp, I'm like,
Hysterics.
yeah, it's kind of short range.
Appreciate it.
But what we found was super interesting was that if you kind of treat it as a pick comp,
But,
it's actually very quick and effective.
I guess
just
bot lane
catching a
3v3 is
target
really
out,
good
executing
with
them,
Ezreal,
creating a
Lucian,
numbers
Braum.
advantage, and things like Braum do a
Ezreal,
good job
Lucian,
of
Braum. Lucian,
mitigating
Braum,
some of that
Jarvan.
engaged tool.
And I guess they've got no
I
side
wonder
lane
if
to
it's
play
gonna pan
for.
out the same way, though.
I don't know.
Just like with Ezreal and Aurora.
Yeah,
with
picking
the amount
Renads?
of
No,
ability
no, no.
and disengaged
Catsaurus is
tool
an
they have,
editor.
the way to get out of those sticky
Editor role.
situations. I wonder if Tarzan's going to be
I
able
don't know
to
who's
find
drafted like
those
better.
engages.
I think the team fights with Nocturne hiding the flanks is going to be pretty good.
Time. It is a big question here, Betty. Azale, how are you feeling about AL's comp?
I like AL's comp way more.
Yeah?
I actually think it's going to be really hard for BLG to actually be able to reach the carries, knock down
like
the
it's
Rise.
Shanks.
I feel like Rise is a potential 1v9 pick in a game like this. You know, Shanks has been playing very, very well. He's on the Rise. Rise just naturally gets so tanky. You know, when I'm thinking about
Yeah,
these
I
double
didn't
AP
like
solo
the
lanes, when I'm
Jarvan
thinking
angle,
about
though.
the CC that they're
I
gonna
think
be
the Jarvan
relying
is
on.
really
Early
sus.
Merc treads, Archangels, Roa, Zonias. Are you going to be able to actually deal with the Rise through all of these
I will
defensive
say, though.
tools, through the locket that
No,
is gonna
actually,
be
no.
there
It's
from
completely
Kyle
fine. They have
on the
Rumble's
Braum,
shred.
through
Like,
all of this defensive ability.
so
And
the idea
especially,
here is
I
they
know
go
it's not that
Nocturne,
popular,
right? And what
especially among
Nocturne
the
ult
LPL
does is it
Zions,
hides the
but things like
flanks of
Titanic,
this
to
champion
me,
and this
are
champion,
so
and the
good in a game
engages,
like
right?
this.
And
It
then they
actually adds
suddenly
a
get
lot
engaged
more
on,
damage for you.
and it's really
Before we
scary.
get further into the game, we're going to hand it over to Shox, who's standing by with the Chinese streamer, RP.
Wait, who?
Definitely so. Hello, Appy. How are you finding the
Who's
tournament
Appy?
here? You
Chat,
are,
who's
of course,
that?
a co-streamer from China.
Feeling really great, and I think there's a lot of audience here, and everyone's very hyped and exciting for the games. Oh,
Maybe you have to cast it?
Oh yeah. Well,
We're safe. We're safe.
okay, we're safe. Nothing happened level 1. Okay.
Can I get your opinion on this matchup? Of course, BLG has not been as good as we remember them internationally.
Yeah, his
I
English
would
is really
say.
good.
So what do you think of their draft in Game 2?
I want to talk about the game 1 draft first. I think they kind of playing different compared to before. Like they pick Azir, which
Yeah, Knight's not good
doesn't
up.
really play the champion a lot, right? And they picked Corki, which is definitely a hope champion pool champion. And Yeah, and even they
smart.
lost, I think they still trying different things to win the game.
He's basically saying they're denying Fearless Draft champs, right? They're denying Hope's Corki
like?
Yeah,
in game 1.
I see I Will Dominate, and I actually was a big fan of him when, like, 10 years ago. I don't know if you remember, like 10 years ago or like 8 years ago, he done a trip to Australia, because I was a pro player in the RCE server, and he went RCE server, he played the server, tried to climb to Challenger, something like that, and yeah, I watched his YouTube.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We found the only
That's wholesome.
I Will Dominate fan in the building. That's amazing. Thank you, Appy.
Wait, what? Why did I Will Dominate get flamed? Found the only I Will Dominate fan. What?
Benjamin at GG most recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did he get
So
flamed?
it's going to be an exciting game 2 here. AL looking to move us to match point. BLG obviously trying to avoid that fate here.
Oh
These
my
teams are
god.
so familiar with each other, which I always
Shocks,
find
what
very,
the hell?
very interesting. You know,
Okay, normally Sion gets Prio into
Ignite
Rumble,
is
so
not
it's
really
Giga
known
chilling.
as the biggest
Rise
tier guy,
resets for
but
early tier, I'm
sometimes you
guessing.
have to kind of reach into the bag of tricks, you know, try to subvert expectations when you are playing against a team that has had your number
Yeah,
and that
chilling.
knows you so
Yeah,
damn well.
I'm concerned about how they play for
You know, when you're
some.
fighting against a main scrim partner like
I
that,
guess
just go to
Rumble
exactly
Flash
what they are
matters a lot this game.
Yeah, it definitely can be. It's also what makes you good.
Because he's a
and what made
mobile,
you
right?
Get to the finals is what made you get
Versus
to the finals
Jarvan
as
ulti.
well. So sometimes you
But
can
versus
overcome-
Ez,
you
it's
can
questionable.
overwork the dough a little
Maybe
bit, and it
Jarvan's
can
just
cause
broken. This
some
is the second
problems.
time I've
So
seen
I'll be
people
talking
pick
about in game
Jarvan
1 with
into
the
Ezreal.
for BLG.
The second
Yeah, I mean,
time.
it's just so interesting, right? Because, oh, Elk getting a little bit aggressive here.
Going down
Ooh.
onto Hope. On is running Unsealed Spellbook in this game, as is Kyle. So we'll see those summoner spells switching around through the mid game.
Yeah, I did kind of get the impression that Knight wasn't that confident coming into this matchup, you know, because
Oh my god.
of that interview that we saw. As this
Oh my
looks
god,
like to
oh
be
my
live.
god, oh my god, it's huge. Oh, Hope's alive? Hope's alive? Hope lives that? Really? Oh my god, wait, it's huge. Wait, Elk's out of mana. Wait, how did Hope live that? Wait, I need to see that again. Wait, I thought Hope was gonna die. Bro, the micro is so good from these teams, by the way. The micro is so good from these teams. Yeah, Brom is crazy strong in this scenario.
Right, gonna chase Shanks out here. Flash forward for the weirding, the two-fold.
I mean, okay, so in the 1v1, Nocturne 1v1's very scary early, right? Nocturne has insane 1v1 CC with the fear and really good all-in, right? Really good all-in with his autos. How did Hope... Okay, so Q misses.
Got to kill Hope instantly, but they couldn't quite get it. Look at this, Kyle.
I think Beitran spell shielded late. Beitran didn't spell shield the Jarvan EQ?
Immediately go the way of BLG. You are cooked. Brom in
They
these
need to
early
one-shot Hope, otherwise it's
skirmishes
lost.
dominates you.
Yeah. If they don't one-shot Hope, it's lost. Bro, that fight is crazy.
I think my bot lane is strong enough to be able to contest you, and it ends up being BLG that pulled.
Brom value? Yeah. I think if he spell shields Jarvan EQ and then they one-shot Hope, I guess there's an angle. But that's a crazy risky play to make for Beitran. I don't like it. I mean, I get it. He has stronger 1v1.
Once again, it's Tarzan coming on out on top in that battle of the jungle once again.
He's not that bursty? Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't like the play, but I'm just trying to think of what the reasoning is, right? Like, I think that's the reasoning they go for. Bro, Beitran's stats are trash.
I mean, it's really exciting.
Beitran's stats are fucking terrible, mate.
Really felt like this guy was the best player in the world to never win a regional title, right? You know, he had not been able to accomplish that. 0 for 6 in regional finals. Finally is able to do it.
Chat, just remember, no spoilers. No spoilers at all. Right, spoilers equals permaban, yeah.
Game to close out the finals, I think had the most impressive mechanical
because none of
team
us have
fight
seen the games yet.
In League of Legends. I thought that was mind-blowing. And I really do feel like sometimes when
CS
these
lead
players
for Bin into Flandre. They're swapping now. They're swapping now. Both of these champions like the swap. They don't mind. Like, if they're in a 1v2 scenario, neither mind. They got Rumble ulti, and then they've got the Sion. Game 8 is crazy. Taru!
Denied Tarzan that first title. Now he's claimed it. We'll see how
much Dragon
his
started up
can accelerate
for Jarvan.
he's already had an incredibly illustrious one. Only
Never mind.
International success.
Nice buffer from On. Kind of headbutts the wall, though.
On and Elk forced away. The pickaxe longsword already for Hope makes it such a difficult trade, as Elk
Okay,
only
Kyle
got
has
8
TP.
dagger, and
Is he
that's
gonna recall TP back? What's the plan here?
There's a lot of pressure on these LPL teams. They're coming off of a very disappointing first stand from TES, where HLE was not really challenged whatsoever.
This Hope guy's good? Yeah, he is.
Dominated first
He's pretty
stand,
fucking good.
crushed all
Baitron's
comers.
ganking mids.
Shanks
Really?
could be in some
What is this
trouble.
play? Bro, you're level 5. Farm up.
Should be able to sidestep
My
everything.
guy,
Baitron
Baitron!
coming out. He's
You're
using
level
Shadow
5
Dance,
Nocturne.
so
Go
he's
farm. Get
got
level
shield.
6.
And
What are we
Shanks is
doing?
over.
Why are we trying to run up?
There's the finish,
Oh,
but
you're the
Shanks
goat.
is down.
Oh, you're the goat.
Now can Baitron
No,
take
it's
the
still
answers?
ass,
No,
bro.
it's
I don't
Tarzan
like
that
it. Just get...
answers with a kill of his
I
own.
don't like it. Just get level 6 on Nocturne. Go farm. Your respawn camps. Be there on time. Dude, I hate it.
I admire the aggression from Shanks, but Baitron,
I don't like
he played
it.
it smart. He committed
Did Baitron play it
fear
smart? I
onto
prefer
Shanks,
the Nocturne just
knowing that
power
Shanks
farms.
just
Gets
had
to
the
level
lower
6.
HP pool. Knight
His blue
with
was
good target
respawning. I don't
selection
like the
with
choice.
his jungler, look to lock him down as quickly as possible. Knight also picking
Anyway.
up that kill is really valuable in the matchup, especially given that he'd already committed the flash earlier on. But
Grub
AL doing
spawning.
what we see often
Shanks
here at
top lane.
MSI, swapping this bot lane into
And Flandre
mid lane
to
help
bot.
contest that mid
He has
wave, ready
ulti
to
and he has
contest the first
TP
grub spawn.
advantage.
Absolutely.
If
but,
he
you know,
catches
back
this
to the
wave,
first
gets the push, and then
standpoint, just
TPs,
the
it's
idea,
Giga
I
5
think,
before.
is that for these LPL
'Cause
teams,
Rumble
they
has
really
no
wanna
TP,
represent
right?
the region well, even more so because of the disappointment at
Baitron's
first
getting
stand. They
invaded.
wanna be
Okay,
able to show that
Baitron's
they
getting
can
6
actually
now.
challenge the best
Bro,
LCK teams in the
Baitron was
world.
1
AL
camp
took
away
Gen
from
G to
6 and he's
5
burger
games. They come
flipping
in
a
this tournament,
2v2 in
most
mid.
people, I think, thought
Why?
Gen G were gonna
I hate
run
that.
away with it, that they were going to dominate. AL proved that
I
was
hate
not
that.
the
He was
case,
1
and I
camp
think
away
they're
from 6.
very hungry to have a shot at T1 and to have a potential rematch against Gen G to show we can do more than get close. We can take you down.
I mean, I think BLG will be equally as hungry, losing to T1 in Worlds
Okay, we're
Finals
starting
last
up
year,
Grubs.
losing to Gen G at
I mean, it's
MSI last
contestable.
year.
It is
There's
contestable
a
by
lot of expectation on these rosters.
Is it actually?
For
Is it
AL,
contestable?
first time on the international
Maybe it
stage,
isn't. You
but
know,
with a
maybe they just
roster
get
that has
chain CC'd and
managed to
die.
pick up the wins
This is
in
Rise
the
W
LPL
Braum
playoffs.
passive.
For BLG,
I think they
almost
just
a
get
redemption
cooked.
arc
No,
if
they
can
just get
manage to
fried.
through to
Yeah,
those
I think they just get
finals
fried.
and take home the
Yeah, I don't
trophy.
think BLG can
Coming in
contest.
for
All right,
AL,
Grubs.
the culling as
Wait,
well
what?
from Hope.
This TP is sus
Forces on
though.
away.
Yo, 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 yo,
Those
this
will be
TP is
the
sus,
first
Flandre.
3 grubs of the game going over
This
to anyone's
Baitron
match.
Haywatch stream is insane.
Tarzan
Wait, I
again
glazed Baitron
out
last
to a
game.
really big lead here, but to talk about the BLG
Bro, I
side
said
again,
Baitron
you know,
played well
Bailey's
last
had
game.
so much success at MSI. This guy
I don't like Baitron as a player, but
reminded us on
I'm
stage,
honest. I'm not
3 straight
delusional.
MSI
Monka.
finals. You know, he is
Yo, if he plays well, I'm gonna glaze him.
not to be overlooked here.
I was
2022
annoyed because he
wins
was playing
MSI,
well last game.
2023 second, 2024 second. He is getting there, and he said it. Don't forget. He has been there back to back to back, and he's looking to try to get his team to a 4th straight MSI.
Oh, nice wall,
Is an
Kyle.
insane
Nice wall,
achievement.
nice wall, Kyle.
It's very uncommon
Good
for
wall.
Mid not to be in finals.
Yep.
So is this going to be a quick
he just
0-3? It kind of
finds a
feels
way.
like that, doesn't it?
And I
It
mean,
kind
the
of
man
feels
has
like
been so
that.
talented
But
for
maybe it's
so
a
long.
3-1.
Remember
I think in
casting
fearless
him
drafts, it's easy to just
on
drop a
Suri
game.
all those years
Because you
ago,
could fuck up a
2020.
draft, and it's very
Finals in
easy to
his
fuck
first
up a
year.
draft in
He did
fearless,
the
right? I
Fiora
feel like that's
Pentakill
why
in
we
the
see way more
finals.
series go to like 5 games or 4
He
games.
had a good start to the
Like,
Jax
guys,
game,
how many
ultimately
3-0s
closed
have there been
things
this
out in game
tournament?
one.
There's got to
Now
be
on his
like
Rumble,
at
who we've
max
been seeing
1,
a lot so
right?
far this year. He's built up a bit of a lead in terms of the 1v1 matchup. He's now on the bot side of the map.
Maybe 2.
assisting BLG secure the first dragon of the game.
3?
I think
Okay,
that
I'm a fraud,
AL
never
is
mind.
a little too slow to
I still
respond
think
to
it's,
this objective, and even though they'll be in the area, it'll be a difficult
1 until
steal.
now.
Tarzan trying to get in
Oh,
there. There's a
massive.
cataclysm.
Ulti onto
Haven't got used.
Baitron.
Tarzan has to flash away and will flag and
Maybe
drag
it
to
isn't
safety.
massive. Bro, that was a bit in, actually.
Hang on. So, I mean, they get the teleport out.
Okay,
from
if we
Knight as well.
disregard
Are they still
G2,
pushing
chat,
for a fight?
because G2 are trash. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Wait, hold up. On's inting. Wait, Sion just ulted in. Oh, the drift is crazy. The slow misses from the Sion. Oh my god! Baitron's dead. I mean, they get a dragon. They get the slow. Oh my god, it's cooked, chat. It's cooked. It's cooked. It's cooked. It's completely cooked. It's cooked.
AL crushed them in the
It's
fight
cooked.
here. Tarzan tried to get in, was late, but then On decides, you know what? I will give you that fight. I will re-engage.
Tarzan is like,
goes
okay.
in, you know, throws down the ult, has to flash
They're
out. I
slow
think he's
playing this, right? Trying to buy time. Trying to buy time for people to come. Tarzan ults and buys time, and then On. What the hell is On doing here? He goes for the flip 1v5?
Goes for the re-engage here. The Shattering Strike
What?
does not connect on a Tarzan. It does on a
Bro,
Shanks.
the way you play that is you
No one can
remount and then
follow
look
up.
for a W
You
after
hear
off
the
cooldown.
Sion ulti coming through. On
Bro,
just
On is
dies,
inting.
Then Flandre's into the back
I would look
line,
for
and it is
a
rout
remount
immediately.
into a potential
AL
ulti
are
later, you know?
already running away with game
That's a
number 2.
crazy play to make. I
just
feel like
can't
On's trying to do that because
believe
Aurora has first move, but Sion is ulting. Oh my god, Tabe, my goat.
That is like the
Rel's still
My
level
job
5.
here is done.
Rel's still level 5? Oh my god. Wait, what? Wait, On's so far behind.
Oh, beautiful.
Wait, why is he
AL
level 5 at
to a
11
monstrous
minutes?
lead now, 11 minutes in, and they find themselves with a 2.
Wait, no wonder he's useless.
Hope dishing out some serious damage.
You see the advantage that comes from Hope.
Wait, I expected him to have ulti.
On the bottom side of the
Oh
map,
my
has the
god,
Essence
man.
and a Zeal where Elk is just fumbling for parts. You've got a half-bound Axis, Sheen, and a Tier. You are in such a weak position in comparison. 1.5
Bro, this is crazy behind.
I mean, these inventories are looking very bleak here, you know, for Elk. Hope is in such a strong
Elk is complete homeless right now.
2.5K. And having that
Elk is bargain bucket.
Jungle,
Sheen half-bound Tier. That's not good.
Really tough
and
to
Hope
deal
is
with.
completely smurfing. Alright, they're gonna have mid-prior off cooldown. So what you can do with mid-prior chat is you can instant move to side. Right, so what you can do is then collapse onto the Ryze lane who has pointing glitch CC. Or collapse onto the Sion who has like EQ setup. It's pretty good. And you can just maintain control because you have first move from mid every single time. Are they trying to bait out Nocturne?
We'll just continue to farm for now.
Just have Hope in mid lane?
Kind of these plays
with Thingy shadowing here? Guess not.
But I think it's a difficult play to contest. With these neutrals still about 2
I don't like the roll blind. I don't like the roll blind. They set it up with a poppy ban, but I feel like Braum is giga busted right now, chat. Chat, who else thinks Braum is giga busted? He's getting a nerf for 5 armor, right? So clearly Riot thinks he's busted too. And if you give get blind rel and then give a Braum angle, I think it's a mistake. You give a Braum angle for free, I think it's trash.
It's going to make that threat of a dive, and now AL looking to contest this Scuttle Crab, helping Tarzan.
Can't believe he's losing 5 armor.
The first to move across. Tarzan takes a mystic shot.
5 base, yeah, they're losing. He's losing 5 base armor. It's enormous.
From Shanks can allow him to join the fight pretty sharpish.
I think giving a Braum angle is a big mistake.
Lands the smite. The Winter's Bite on base 1. AL were looking for a bit more of a fight.
It's a mini nerf, bro. I think you and I see 5 armor very differently.
And now for AL, no one's answering Flandre in bot lane. So now you don't want to fight whatsoever. You just back off. You know, make sure that BLG can't find that engage because minions are being lost
5
by
stack
BLG
up in top side.
Flandre, though, worried about
They're missing a wave for this. BLG are missing a wave for this. BLG is trying to look for a fight. Oh my god. Oh my god, is the fight going to work out? Holy crap, it is. I mean, there's a turn. Scions here. It's 1 for 1. It's 1 for 1? I think it's not good for BLG, chat. I don't think it's good for BLG. They spent like a minute here dropping waves bot side.
Isolated, separated from Kyle. That Braum defense
it's
was
like,
unavailable for
I don't know if they missed waves top side. I was watching the fight, but they've been dropping waves in side lanes to find a 1 for 1. And they invested Nocturne ult in it too. Nocturne ult is, I think, it's like 180-second cooldown. It might be longer. It's not a good play. It's not a good play.
Quite quickly. Shanks did TP out towards top, constantly shoving that wave. This is more the AL that I was kind of expecting coming to this series.
He's level 6 at 13 minutes. Oh my god.
Well, at least denying minions, pushing in
they need rel ulti for Rumble ult, right? So it's a big spike. It is a big spike.
Who is kind of more this bloodthirsty team. They are, I think, more that stereotypical LPL team where they are going to play the team fights incredibly well. They're going to show up to the objectives and they are going to challenge you.
Big shutdown. Yeah, actually true. You know what? Fair enough. They got a big shutdown. But I think they also lost a bunch for it, right? They lost so much for it. I don't even think it's that good, even with the shutdown factored in.
And Tarzan, the best support jungle duo in the LPL, arguably
like they lost
the best
a lot
in the
for
world, depending on who you talk to, are just so good at working as a team, at getting some deep vision in, clearing out the vision together as well.
Okay,
it never really
no
Nocturne
like
ulti is isolated from
for a little bit for this dragon. I think now AL should go do dragon because there's no Nocturne ulti for a little bit. They should have a window now where BLG can't really play.
As it is, both junglers pathing towards the bot side of the map. The
continued like 20 seconds,
midwave control as the control
15 seconds. Look for a fight. They should be timing this. I think the window's gone though. Yeah, they're starting it up as well. Bin's chunking Flandre before this. Is Flandre going to TP back? No, he can't.
Shanks has already rotated down. Knight is going to quickly go back to base, buy an upgrade, and has the TP ready to fight. Beitron with his ulti.
Yeah, Beitron has ulti now. Beitron has ulti now. Are they going to pull the trigger? Are they going to pull the trigger? Nocturne ulti. No, it's gone. There's no angle. Whoa, they're going on Sion? He has ulti. I guess it's good. I guess it's not bad. I guess it's not bad. Yo, good job, Beitron. Not bad. It's good. It's really good for BLG. Oh my god, it's really good for BLG. Nice snap engage from Beitron. Holy crap. Wow, dude, Knight's damage was mental there, chat. Knight's damage was mental. I think, yeah. AL didn't want to give up Flandre, as AL's right. AL didn't want to give up Flandre. Wait, hold up. That was a massive fight. Big fight, big fight.
And BLG coming up with a massive win there, bringing them back to within striking distance.
Yeah, Aurora AoE is crazy. I think Tarzan wanted to recover the play, which is bad. Was that double shutdown? I'm not sure if Flandre Tarzan did a shutdown, but they were both 2-0. They were both 2-0, so they might have done.
You know what? I think we can win this fight.
Isn't Kyle Superman's name? No, that's Kal-El.
The goal difference now really not that much.
It's Kal-El.
Still holding on to the difference between the two teams. The Herald's going to be started off. Tarzan's not in a position to contest. Shanks is too far away. His TP is unavailable. And so BLG will get themselves.
Oh my god, there's Rift Held. Bro, BLG are in a good spot again.
They pick up the Herald.
And just like that, BLG are very much back into this game. There's still a disparity between Hope.
Bro, how did
Elk,
Tarzan into this, bro?
Here, it did seem deep onto the Scion.
Yeah, I mean, the heal will come through from Kyle to escort Flandre to safety. The Rumble ultimate kind of cutting off that support.
Tarzan really tries to recover this. He sees like a 3-man ult angle. Does he EQ in? No, he doesn't. He just he EQs in. Oh my god, you're so committed if you EQ in. I thought he was just. I think Tarzan misplayed this. I think every time you always what you do on Tarzan Jarvan micro is you just ult and then EQ out. Right, and you just bro, you EQ in, you're completely committed.
Still 1,000 gold lead for anyone's legend. They are still scaling into this game as well. 2 items on the Lucian. Shanks has finished the Rod of Ages on his way towards his Archangels. They're looking to try and crack the first tier 1 of the game.
Man, it's rough. Okay.
7th most all-time international.
Read Discord after this, my little pork chop. Yeah, sure thing.
Has to walk over a flaming carpet. Can't escape. Bim will take the kill. Beishuan can look for a little bit more here. Hope not moving from the mid lane. Tarzan should be able to flag and drag his way to safety. Kyle might just be able to walk out.
Flandre just ulted topside, so they're scrapping up there as well.
Night force low by Flandre, but can just jump across the veil and get to safety.
Prora, I can't reply to that. Sorry, I had to read a message from Hysteric, so I don't know what's happened in the last 30 seconds. I've got to lock back in. Okay. On gets caught. On gets caught. Do they not have Rumble ulti? Rumble's nowhere near. Rumble's here now. No Rumble ulti set up. Bin's dead. Bro, what is happening? They're all dead. Oh, EQ flash from Tarzan. Oh my god, wait, what happened? Why has Hope got a quadra kill? What? They used Rumble to, yeah, it was on cooldown. Oh my god, man. Bin just ran it down. But so, they picked off on, I think. I need to see the start of that fight again. I need to see the start of that fight again.
And if this is not quintessential AL
okay, they get a tag onto Beichuan. I'm guessing On tries to play with the buffer. Yeah, he buffers the Q, but then he gets chain CC'd and he doesn't get the W off. He goes in instead because he's already dead. Oh god, Bin overreaches so hard here, man.
Let's go for it. But the Braum passive again, in conjunction with the Lucian, makes it so easy for Hope to tear them apart. Nice follow through from Tarzan, sets up for the quadra for Hope.
Hysterics looks different, does he?
So clean from Tarzan because he goes through for the EQ, delays to get the first knockup, flashes then after the first knockup to get the next one on to Elk. Like, that is just picture perfect. This
yeah, EQ flash are crazy. Tarzan's so good.
That color
Chat, I think Tarzan's the GOAT.
Them. As soon as you see the Braum passive proc, he gets the stun, full color.
I think Tarzan's the GOAT.
No shot for Bin there.
And 2 minutes ago we were saying, oh, BLG are back in the game. It's only 1,000 gold between these two teams. The Dragons are even, and now a 3.5k lead for anyone's legend. All of that sitting on Hope.
I mean, you just look at, I keep going back to it, but look at the inventories for the AD carries. It is just so brutal. You're not even
I mean, Knight's still strong.
Item, and the
is
he
that strong?
One,
He's alright. 2 items have been with the bloodletters.
That is tough, and that also means
I think maybe they play with it. Bro, look at the item gap. Chat, look at the item gap between AD carries.
Claim the upgraded boots for them. So they are looking really strong at this point. You know, you have Shanks on his Archangels.
If he wins international, we can talk about it. I mean, I'm not actually saying he's the GOAT of jungle, right? I'm just saying, guys, I'm not actually saying he's the GOAT of jungle. I'm just saying he's GOAted. You know. I feel like you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's the GOAT. I'm just saying he's GOAted this game. You know what I mean?
So if they're able to catch Hope, there may still be hope for
I don't think he's the GOAT jungler.
Ultimately, will come down to Beishuan's target selection.
Wait, Beichuan just inted. Wait, what? Beichuan just completely ran it down. Did Beichuan just drive into 5 people and have to flash out? Wait, what did Beichuan just do?
He'll go between worlds, the weirding as well for the slow for the escape.
Wait, Beitran just heralded into 5 people and had to flash out.
And nice play around vision there for Tarzan. Controlling the banana brush so important when you are.
Wait, now they lose Dragon. What?
Dragon, and Knight walks by. Tarzan just pushes him back.
Yo, Azael, what do you mean controlling the banana bush? Beitran just drove Herald into 5 people.
Goes in, gets that chunk
Oh
down,
my
and
god.
Yeah, you traded out the Realm Warp, but Knight's ultimate is much more important in the actual fight.
Can they do
so
Dragon as well? I mean, they have spells, no? No, they don't. They've got... Oh my god, they used Nocturne ulti to get out. They used Aurora ulti to get out. They've got no spells. It's just Bin ult, no? They've only got Bin ult. I guess they've got on. They've got to rely... Okay, they're relying on the Rel Rumble duo now. Guys, if Rel Rumble ult is crazy, they win. But that's it. That's all they have. Flandra's inting. Wait, this is big. Flandra's inting. Rumble ult's trash. Rumble ult's trash. I think AL can still win the fight. BLG have no ults. I think AL can still win the fight. But Hope is chunked. Get out! Okay, get out. Yeah, get out. It's good. Oh my god, they got attack on. Bro, Beitran had to ult to get away, so they had no tools to fight. Bro,
yes, they do lose one, but Flandra by so much time,
they had no
he just kinda
paranoia.
walks forward and creates that space with the zombie form. And as a result, his team does.
Oh my god,
get
the recall cancel's painful though.
The
recall cancel. Wait, this could be bad for AL.
Bro,
Bro, this could be really. Oh my god. Wait, what? What did Knight just do? What did Knight just do? Knight just flashed and stood still. Wait, did Knight think he had ulti? I think Knight thought he had ulti. Wait, did he have ulti? What did Knight do? Wait, Knight just flashed here and stood still. Wait, did he have ulti?
In an effort to interrupt AL's return to the base,
wait, what?
They are punished once more. They'll even get a tower off.
Wait. I have to see the replay on that.
Control here in game 2.
I definitely understand the thought process from BLG because I think they feel that they're falling out
Wait,
of this
well, that's
game.
the wrong way
Saying,
around.
right,
Oh
we
my
have
fucking
Hoplo,
god,
we got
I trolled it. There we go.
Let's not allow them to base. Let's not allow them to
Do a
spend this hope. We
replay?
need
I
to punish
can't
now.
see the... Okay,
But
should I do a replay?
His
I'll do a
ultimate was
replay if there's no
perfect,
replay
and
from
Knight
them.
was trying to hold his spells for
Wait,
Hope,
hold
but
up.
Hope was just playing on the
Aurora
exact
completely
edge
into that, I'm pretty
of
sure.
his range. So he never actually allowed him to get in range. And, well, you can't just sit there
Wait,
and use
Knight
those
just...
spells forever. The rest of the team
Knight
is
was
going to
canceling the
knock you
recalls, and that
down.
was good.
So Knight gets isolated, does get knocked down here, and there is the Infinity Edge done now. Just as Ezreal gets 2 items, a full Infinity Edge is the advantage.
Oh my god.
Not bad. Yeah, this is a big chunk of change that Hope is ahead right now. 3,000 gold, his lead, and 3.5k.
All right, they're not. Okay, they're not doing it. Let's go back, guys. Let's do my own replay, an ERAGON replay. Let's take a look. So Knight is canceling the recalls. This is giga good, by the way. We're doing a replay. This is great. But guys, watch Knight's flash in a second. Does Knight have ulti? No, Knight, guys, look. Knight has ulti in 9 seconds. I think he's about to flash in, and he thinks he has ulti. Look, watch. He's gonna try flash ulti here. Huh? Or does he just think he can flash Q? He thinks he could just flash Q in? What? He just flash Qs into a Brumble. He has ulti in 1 second! Oh my god! Okay.
Because I think they feel that they're falling out of this game.
Oh my god, I'm convinced he... I'm convinced he thought he would have ulti in time.
But Tarzan, his ultimate
that's
was
so
perfect,
sad. That's so
and
sad.
Knight was trying to hold his spells for Hope, but
That's
Hope was
so
just playing
sad,
on the
bro.
exact edge of his range. So he never actually allowed him to get in range. And, well, you can't just sit there and use no spells forever.
I
The
think
rest
he
of
would
the
have done
team
so
is
much
going
damage.
to knock
Guys,
you
I got something
down.
in my
So
eye. It might be
Knight
my
gets
hair.
isolated, does get knocked down here, and there is the Infinity Edge done now. Just as Ezreal gets 2 items, a full Infinity Edge is the advantage for Hope. Not bad.
Yeah, this is a big chunk of change.
The series is so
Hope is
peak.
ahead
No
right
leaks.
now.
No spoils, Samelo.
The lead for
But
AL. Next objective. Well, Baron's
I am
gonna
excited
spawn in
for
a minute.
Hoopu
I don't
ratings.
know if
I always
AL
love
will
Hoopu
want to
ratings.
force the tempo that much by going for it, but they are on 2 dragons. You can see how far
Okay.
Hope is ahead of everyone else in the game. Beitran having a good time as a
All right.
jungler, but
Beitran,
still struggling. About
empowered
2,000
mercs are
behind
broken here.
Where Hope currently sits.
This mid lane tower being alive also
Or
makes it
empowered
really
mercs.
hard for Beitran to even threaten to pick onto Hope.
What's a
because
Hoopu? It's like
ideally you want long
China
lanes
Twitter.
to play through because Nocturne Ultimate has such a long range.
Or China
The
Reddit,
more
maybe. I'm not
space
sure
you have
which.
to try and leverage that. And
Okay,
the
tier 3
safety
mercs, tier 3
that
mercs,
Hope
tier 3
will
mercs.
have makes it
Completely
easy to find that
busted.
pick, but as long as he has that mid tower
Completely
and Kyle is
busted.
standing by his side, he feels extremely safe. So AL is playing with full confidence. They've got
good vision
All right,
coverage.
2 items, 2 items, 2 items, 3 items, 1 item, 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, 1 item. Alright, bro, Hope is on one. He is an item ahead, and it's an IE. It's an IE.
And I mean, Ocean Soul for this front line that AL has, how are you ever killing the Scion at that point? How are you ever killing the Braum at that point?
I didn't know Hoopu was specifically a sports forum. That's cool.
The difficulties.
I thought it was a generic forum, like a social media.
You can see the Verdant barrier is now in there for Shanks, and I do think we are going to get a defensive item as the 4th for Hope, whether it is, you know, a BT or a GA or something like that. Once those items come through, now all of a sudden, even if you get
Chunk out the Tarzan doesn't matter. He has empowered Mercs. The shield blocks most of it with W.
So much trickier for BLG.
They're taking line bush control. Shanks is on the way though. Shanks is on the way. He's moving now.
Into the path of Flandre's
okay.
He was looking to bring down some trees.
Bro, I think AL takes a fight here with Illusion. They just gap. But he can get one shot. I think BLG can one-shot Hope. If they find like a flank or a good engage with Nocturne ulti into a Rel ult and then Rumble on top, it's giga good. I mean, we'll see. Guys, what's the interaction between Verdant Barrier Shield and Paranoia? Does he lose vision still? Oh, such a nice flash from... Sorry, dash from Hope. Oh my god, Hope read on like a book there. Hope dashed away from the Q flash, by the way. Holy crap. Guys, Hope dashed away from a Q flash from Rel. Insane reaction time. Insane reaction time and prediction. On was doing it sneaky as well. He was looking away. Oh, they're turning. Oh, Baytram walks up, tries to steal, and they get turned on. Holy crap. Guys. If there's no replay of that fight, I want to show you again.
Flandre gives up his life, but he keeps the 2 remaining members of BLG away from
Is On literally off this MSI? He has not had a good MSI ammo. He keeps the vision? Hey, thanks. Oh my god, Bin is TP. Bro, Bin looks tilted as fuck. What is this, man? Bin, you can't steal this. You're versus... What is this? Oh my god, Bin looks so tilted, by the way.
AL will gun him down.
AL get themselves another pick, gifted by Bin. And you can feel the desperation.
Wait, he looks so
BLG.
tilted. Wait, he's trying to steal?
From On.
1v4? As the top laner?
Good. On has so many
BLG Vampire, jet lagging? You are so based.
On this rail. But Hope reacts. Hope is locked in and on point. And
give me a replay.
The Rumble ultimate was there.
Trying to steal with Harpoon. I have no idea what his plan was there.
And it's the fact that he was able to react so quickly and he didn't even have to use a summon spell to do it.
Giga desperate.
Exactly. The fact that he reacted that quickly.
There's no replay. Guys, I'm going to give a replay. I'm going to give a replay of the fight where I just want to highlight one thing just for you guys, right? Hope. I want to show you Hope's dash away from the engage from Rel. That's it.
On 2 levels down.
Guys, watch Hope's so Hope's Illusion, right? On's gonna do the thing where you stagger and look around, and he's gonna go back and forth to make it not obvious who's engaging on, right? He dashes it. It's so insanely fast from Hope. It's so insanely fast from Hope. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. All right, let's go back. Replay done.
To
what a beautiful dash.
And on point. And the follow-up, the Rumble ultimate was there, but we didn't see the Nocturne ultimate, we didn't see the Aurora ultimate, and it's the fact that he was able to react so quickly and he didn't even have
he's got
to
Hex
use
Drinker now.
Spell to do it.
Aurora,
the fact that he reacted
Rumble
that
Burst.
Quickly also meant most of the equalizer just missed. It's answered by the
Aurora
lock,
Rumble Burst, now versus
Gael.
Hex Drinker.
They didn't really get much done with that,
God.
and now it is Baron, is 6.6k gold lead. It is Ocean Soul Point. It is AL
I do think this AL team has funny
us to a
moments.
match
I'm not going to lie. I think this AL team does have funny
The
moments.
Hex Drinker on Hope, you talked about a bit of defense for him. It's just going to make it so much harder for BLG. They're looking with the paranoia. Phase 1 waiting around the wolf camp.
Good damage. Really big chunk of the On. Bro, On is getting destroyed this game. On is having a really hard time.
BLG thought mid lane was
I mean, from early skirmish as well, right?
AL will continue their siege on the bot lane. They don't have much of a minion wave to play with. The Rumble ultimate and the Ezreal ultimate going to be used to clear out the wave. This will slow AL down, but it will not stop them.
Shanks is a Gatling gun of
AL is really
right
cool.
Away with the overload. There's the realm warp to
oh my god, they're just fucking...
enemy man, it's hunting season, and Elk is on the menu. BLG lose 2 more, as now they have to defend on back up. But AL are pushing in for the win.
Holy crap.
And Hope is just destroying
Crazy stuff.
13-1-3 legendary Lucian performance.
BLG will try and defend. Knight forced away. Kai out there with the unbreakable.
All right, GG, complete GG, bro. What a fucking mental game. I think they had one funny moment over here, where they tried to recover a play onto Flandre, but that was like, and also, yeah, that's mental.
From the double kill right at the start.
That's mental.
Only a single death to.
Bro, their team fighting is so good, by the way. Their team fighting is so good. Let's skip ahead. We'll get to game 3. BLG need to find a new mental. I don't know. That game looked like a backbreaker. I'm not gonna lie. Chat, that game looked fucking horrible. That game looked horrible. Bin looked tilted. Also, I will say though, Bin Rumble is not his best champ. Bin Rumble is not his best champ, chat. It's true. Azir for Knight, Bin Rumble, like, these haven't been like their champions, so maybe they'll draft something comfort in game 3.
This game 13.
Okay, let's skip ahead. They look Sag.
Point.
Oh shit, spoilers.
They pushed Gen G to 5
Not
games.
really. I spoiled 2 bans. Sorry about that, guys.
Statement as by far and away the
Okay,
best LPL
Pantheon for
team
Xin, they're the best
would be
junglers
quite
now.
the safe
Skarner
to
is by far the best
heading
jungler that's
towards a
available.
matchup
I guess you could also do something like Gwen, Sedge, Yone.
Series will be so exciting. I mean,
Gwen, Sedge,
AL, I
Yone
think maybe on
is a
paper,
comp that's
people could
available.
potentially be favoring them, but someone has so much
So Sedge,
history
Skarner,
of
like the
being
Giga
LPL
OPs.
killers, so
Varus
that
is
would
open
be
too.
incredibly exciting. We
Cam,
of course have
thanks.
to see though if BLG can turn things around here.
We're getting to game 3.
It's reverse sweep or go home for BLG at this point. We
Bin
need
didn't
to
win
have
with
someone
Jax.
really
That's
step up,
true,
I
but
think,
they
and
had
take
Knight
over this
Azir,
series
so
to get them some momentum early.
it's like,
It can be so
you're
hard
right,
when
you're
you're
right.
up against it in a series like this. If things don't go your way at the start of this next game, I could easily see it being a blowout.
Galio ban
Really looking at Knight or
with Rumble.
Those are the two players that so often stand up for BLG and really put their
Rumble's
carry
gone and
pants
they
on.
banned Galio. Interesting.
For AL,
Poppy
just
jungle's
keep
also
doing what you're
broken now,
doing.
I
They
think.
banned out the Pantheon, the Ambassador,
Jace gone.
Galio,
What are they
and
looking for?
Shin
I think
taken
they're setting
away
up for
by
Gwen, so I would
BLG,
ban
looking
Gwen
at
here,
the
chat.
Varus, which has worked its way through
They're setting up
drafts
for
so
Gwen here
far.
with Jace
Kalexi's
ban.
as well, if
I
you
wouldn't be
really
surprised to
wanna
see
mess
Gwen
things
be
up
one.
with a pack one,
Do you like
pick
Fearless
one
draft
here.
or Iron Man more?
Last ban
I
coming
haven't
out
thought
from
about Iron
AL.
Man enough to
Where are we
comment.
gonna go?
But I do like Fearless. Fearless is very fun.
We have available like things like Skarner maybe if you're worried.
Yeah, you
about
ban
the
Gwen
jungle
here, you pick
matchup.
Skarner
We've
or
still got
Varus.
Annie
I think that's the
already
play.
Available. Silas and Yone. Silas for Knight is always something you
What's
could be
Iron
scared
Man?
of.
Oh,
The
Poppy's
Poppy
gone.
gonna be banned means that
So now you
Vi
B1
goes
Gwen, no?
to
I think
the
Gwen's
top
the
of
best champion
table
available.
in terms of early jungle rotations, but perhaps that's what AL want.
I think you
I mean,
use
it might
first
be that
pick
they're trying
Gwen,
to play a
IMO.
trap, but with Poppy banned out,
Yeah, the
I feel
bans
like
stay permanent as
slam it
well
down.
in
Let's
Iron Man.
see the Ari for Knight here. Go for the Vi.
You want to go Ari for
combo.
Knight?
It is
I mean,
so
it is his best
powerful.
champ.
Knight
They'll
has
probably
been
go Ari at some point,
so
but they won't
well
be.
known for the
Surely you go
champion for a
Gwen.
long
I mean, and
time.
Varus, sure. I mean,
It
we
is
said
truly
Skarner,
stellar
Gwen,
on it.
Varus are the
Does
picks.
look like they're
Varus the
considering
best AD.
it.
Jin's
So
gone,
that's
so
the
that's an
idea.
answer
You
gone.
need
They
the
could do a
Varus,
Ziggs
and
comp
then
here.
you get
Ziggs
the
is good
Varus
into
yourself.
Varus.
You know how much AL value the pick. But BLG, they're not going to allow it to happen. Now, I do wonder if AL will just take the Vi for themselves.
Ah, bro, I think Gwen's so much better.
Gwen and the
I
Vi,
think Gwen's
not
so
only
much
will they
better.
deny the Gwen away
I
from
do.
Bin, a
Oh, wait,
champion that
Vi's up.
He is very feared on.
Bro, I think
They're
Gwen's
also
so
gonna
much
lock
better.
in that Vi, and
I
wonder
think
if
Gwen
Shanks
is
will go for
unbeatable,
the
bro.
Ari himself. This could be an opportunity for
At this
BLG to
stage in
just
Fearless,
blind
I think
the
Gwen's
and
unbeatable,
dissuade
chat. I think Gwen is
Shanks from going
insane.
in that direction.
What do you have
That's
into
true.
Gwen
I
here?
mean, there is something that you can be said for that, but
I mean,
also,
they're gonna go
I mean,
Skarner
Cinder,
or
I think, good answer
Poppy's
to it.
gone.
You know, Knight, very,
As
very
Skarner
good
or
on it.
Sedge.
Silas, Annie. I think there's a lot of options here up and available if Shanks were to just kind of slam that down.
Bro.
We'll have to see where
Yeah, they
BLG
just go
wanna take
Skarner.
it, but thus far, I do feel like AL had a really good read on the priorities for BLG because
Do you lock-
know, I thought it was going to be a
What do
Vi
you lock
going
here?
over, but the fact that they were actually able to predict it was going to be the Varus
What do you
going
lock
over.
here?
They pre-banned the Poppy.
Do you match top? I feel like if you don't match top, you're gonna get pinched so hard.
And Flandre on his
Bro,
very,
oh, it's
very
ass, it's
comfortable on this
trash,
pick.
it's trash.
It is
I don't even
hard
think
to
it's
punish.
good.
do think it is a
I think
strong
post
pick in
6.
the meta these days.
Yeah, okay,
It
okay.
is
Oh, I don't even
one of
think
those
that's
unique
good. That's not
champions
good
that both
either.
can be a massive
I think
side lane
Renekton
threat,
into
but
Gwen's
also
cooks.
really strong in team fights if you can pilot that
It's
that
lost.
high level. Okay.
Fiora is a terrible champion. Guys, I think it's lost. Wait, hold up. Guys, okay, big lore drop. Wait, pause just one sec. In the LPL finals, it was 369, or was it semi-finals? 369 locked Fiora in the final game of the series and was completely useless.
Finals, got a pentakill.
Bro, I think they overlooked Gwen.
Oh
I think
my goodness.
so. Fiora is good into Gwen, right? It is. It's not bad, but
Fiora, I mean, so
I think
we're in
Fiora's a terrible
team
champion.
fight
Chat.
meta And that's often why whenever the topic of Fiora comes up, it's like, well, she's not necessarily the best team fighter. She's a duelist. She's someone who thrives.
Fiora lacks so much. You don't also win lane. You have no CC. Your early skirmishes in multi-man scenarios where you're like 2v2 or 3v3 or whatever, you're completely worthless. You just have to AFK, and I don't think that's good.
2023
and then you
MSI.
just offer less
So
IMO.
it has been a couple years since he has actually
All right.
brought this out.
Cassiopeia ban, what could they be setting up? I mean, Alistair ban, I think Leona's the best champion. Oh, Northless. Leona Northless trade is there. Rakan's up as well. Oh my god, they're picking Fiora. What's okay in Gwen? Not much. Gwen is an S tier, Z tier, whatever term you want to use, God tier, blind pick. I think Jace is good into Gwen. Rumble's okay with Exhaust, but not much is good into Gwen. Gwen is broken. Gwen is broken. I don't even think Fiora's good here because he's playing against Vi. Vi can collapse onto side really well as well.
Yeah, very interesting to see. No Ahri banned out yet. Of course, BLG still could ban it here if they are concerned about that Vi Ahri combo.
This really feels like a BLG Silas to me. Knight is so proficient at
Karma?
the pick, removing
What are they going? What are they banning away? Banning away Karma. What about bot lanes are still up that are broken? Sivir into Varus is good. I feel like Milio has value into Skarner ulti and Varus. But they probably need a melee support. Annie? Annie has made it through draft until now. Bro, they have Annie Gwen in game 3 of Fearless draft. They have Annie Gwen in game 3. What are you going to go? Silas? Ahri? Silas?
And kind of accomplish a similar thing that can have that additional range to
Ahri,
poke
Silas?
away at the Annie to try to shove
What are
that
you going,
Annie
Knight?
in. And really make things
I think they go Ahri. I think they go Ahri. They go Ahri and they play towards Knight. Bro, it's
You've got
trash.
Gwen and Vi threatening that Varus, trying to gain access onto the backline.
Guys, I think it's really bad.
Hasn't won a game. Hasn't won a game at MSI, Renata.
She's alongside.
Renata hasn't won a game, of course. It's picked with Callista Perma.
Not 100% sure if it's every game that she's
Oh my god, it's 0-7. Nico? Nico into Vi? Sorry, not Nico. Akali into Vi? Really? I mean, Akali's gonna match. So the reason why they would consider Akali is it's good into Gwen. That's Akali's a good pick into Gwen. Akali is not bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are they? Oh my god. Are they going full 0% win rate? Are they gonna go TF? Okay, they're going Silas. I said Silas or Ahri, right? Oh my god, they just picked Akali into... Okay, they just picked Akali into Vi. They picked Akali into Vi. They decided to pick Akali into Vi. Point and click CC.
That's a flex, man.
So, okay, the reason why they want to go Akali, right, is because Akali can match into Gwen very easily, right? Akali beats Gwen in 1v1, right? But Akali is also not good into Vi. Because Vi just point and clicks her and CCs.
Oh my god, what a game.
Oh my god, he's gone. They've gone. They've gone Blitz into Renata Varus. But I'm pretty sure. Yo, chat. If Blitz hooks when the AD carries a Sivir, doesn't Blitz and Sivir just die anyway? This is Renata Varus? I feel like they do.
These are some of the champions, you know,
I'm pretty sure.
Knight really can be a difference
Guys,
maker.
I
It
don't
really
like
can be a
BLG's draft.
difference
All right.
maker. They have so much agency.
All right.
As these champions to
Chat,
make
we're going to run
individual plays,
ads,
and I think that is
so you don't get them
heavily what
in-game.
you are
You can avoid
relying
them with a
on.
sub
I also do honestly
for the rest of the
really like
restreams,
Renata here into what
and
we
the
are
co-streams
seeing.
that are going to
It
come
is
up,
relatively
or
short
Hysterics.
range. It is obviously
But you won't get them
showcasing
in-game,
styles.
so we'll
Sivir's
run
not
them now.
gonna be worried about the hostile takeover because of that spell shield, but Annie, Vi, Gwen, Blitzcrank, all going to be kind of trying to pile in there, you know, catch out
Just
this
send
Varus.
bin mid and
all
go
on the
next.
Renata is built
Honestly,
to
I feel like
defend that dive.
if they had
You know, yes, you
a
have
variation
the
of draft
Vi,
here
you
where they
have
had
the AL,
Akali
you're trying to
top lane,
one-shot
I actually
someone,
think
but
it's
if
better.
bailout comes through, hostile takeover
I
is
forgot
there.
about
If the
Akali
fight
top.
gets
Akali
turned
top's a good
around,
answer into Gwen
it
1v1.
could really change things
But they
in
locked in the
team
Fiora.
fight.
I think it's cooked, chat. I think it's. I think Tarbe cooked.
They're still filled with confidence.
I think BLG forgot about Gwen or something, bro. Like, this is an overlook.
A roster of experienced players at this
For
point.
real, how do you end up with Game 3 draft with
They have to believe
Gwen
themselves with
and
champions
Annie
like
on the
this.
same team?
I mean, there isn't more evidence than that. We'll see if
Gwen,
they can turn
Annie
this
on the
series around.
same
We're about to
team
jump
for a
into
Game 3 draft.
AL, though,
on the precipice.
That is mental, by the way. That is mental.
And obviously a lot of focus will be on
Hello, who are you and what have you done with
the
Cerix?
Fiora for Bin, the Akali for Knight.
I ate him.
5 times this split has only lost once. But then you go to the other side of the rift and you look at this Gwen for Flandre.
He tasted good.
7-3 on it this split, 17-7.
So this is my stream now.
The Sivir for Hope, a callback as well to when he was able to pick up his first ever championship.
Don't 07, he doesn't deserve it.
And at Zeri, we're going to
Let me
hear
move my camera.
from I Will Dominate, who people have been watching for 10 years apparently. Shocks, take it away.
It's true, Dom. You have fans here that have been watching you for 10 years.
Yes, I'm really old, Chucks. I am really old, so.
That's not what I meant. Is this Fiora pick making you older?
No, I think it's going to be making me younger. It's saving us time. We might be out of here with the 3-0.
Someone told me you're a BLG Andy, though.
Yeah? Well, I've been a BLG Andy, but the thing about me is, like, sometimes I have to betray, like, my friends. Same way that you just did, where, you know, you went on the broadcast, you said, oh, no one's a fan of Dom in the whole arena, so, you know.
You heard that?
No, I didn't. The hearing is going with the age as well, yeah.
Okay.
Good one, Dom. Good one, Dom.
Medic and I jumped on K-Drill's stream, and we spilled coffee all over his setup.
Yeah, I heard you do that, and then you looked over to me and you said, oops, and then you just knocked it on the floor, so. I appreciate it. It didn't ruin the entire setup, but it was a bro move. I like that.
AL 3-0, and if not, why not?
I think it's AL 3-0. I think it's just Tabe Diff. He's too good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Tabe Diff.
Thank you, Dom.
All right, they hooked on. Bro, how is the severe blitz lane winning pre-hook? Bro, what?
Damage on the trade. Ghost was popped by Elk as well.
Yeah, good interview, good interview.
Bro,
severe Blitzcrank was winning the 2v2 versus Renata Varus pre-hook.
Setup, but just don't ask her what she spilled over at Dom's.
Holy crap.
She kept that under wraps in the interview.
Hey, Dom off, just to not mention it for the rest of the stream.
That's mental.
Now,
Yo, not bad.
When we think about early Prime,
Is this normal, chat? Is it normal to go Ignite on Renata? I swear every Renata I see goes heal.
Serious.
Is that normal?
I'm a little bit worried for this BLG.
I feel like it's not, no? I feel like Ignite Renata is not normal. Shanks is dead! Bro, Beitwan! Wait, holy.
That is a super big play in the mid lane.
Wait, hold up. Beitwan ganked mid. Wait, hold up.
Great start now.
They have kill pressure. Ignite is fine.
Yes, they lose flash on bot side, but
I
getting
don't think that's the only reason you take it. I don't think it's good, but I mean, I'll check. I'm down to be wrong. Renata. Yeah, nice gank with the setup. Not even with setup, just a Skarner gank early. Yeah,
massive difference in the 1v1 matchup. And on the top side, Bin is just dominating.
I just quickly, just a quick pause, 1 sec. Look, this is the ratio of heal to Ignite. And the only Ignite I see is from DMG Esports in the NLC. Guys, Ignite is not normal.
Of an advantage in the 1v1.
I love this from Beitwan. It's something we saw from him in game 1 as well. The 3 camps into gank, setting up your laners really well, gets the edge of Ishtar, and then there's really nothing Shanks can do in this situation.
Yeah, and it's just kind of the anti-timing.
No, I just think it's bad.
He had the
maybe there's some thought process for the anti-heal like you're saying, but I think it's bad. Alright, we're ganking. Bin has flash. Can he outplay this? He has to parry the Q, parry the buy Q. Nice, good job, and walk away. Wait, he's kind of cooking. Yo, Bin is kind of cooking low-key, but I think he's overplaying it. I think he's overplaying it. He got chunked too hard.
Dances around it well.
He didn't need to keep going. I feel he could have preserved his health bar. But if he's recovering anyway, if he's recalling anyway, then it's fine. He's recalling anyway, so I guess it's fine. Okay, not bad. Honestly, good aura, Bin. Good aura, Bin. I was a bit scared he was overplaying it, because surviving there is a win anyway, right? Good play. Alright, swap for swap.
So he's going to hold on to his teleport here, and there's that would have been a kill. He has no flash, and Tarzan was there.
That was close. That was close.
I think he might even be losing a plate, though, down bot because he held onto the TP. So, yes, you have that teleport advantage, but now you have to get something on top side. Otherwise, you've just gifted Bin an even larger lead.
It's about 300 gold ahead right now.
Does Shanks have flash? Wow, Shanks died and he didn't even flash. He doesn't care about dying early like this. He's completely fine with it. Bro, I think this is a hard night game. I think this is a hard Akali game. Playing versus this comp and the point-and-click CC is really, really rough.
It's been truly incredible to see what he has been able to do. Shanks in trouble.
Oh my god. 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 Wait, hold up, Shanks. Oh my god, dude. Wait, he actually gets it.
You have to first fail. He gets killed by the gank.
I think Beitran's going to go for the kill on the gank. Beitran, no, he's just going to clear the camps. He can't drift through past the Wraith, right? Oh my god, the 1 health, the flash forward, and the Q is crazy.
To getting a solo kill on match point against Knight. To push yourself to top 3
just
of
one
MSI.
thing that I think is important here is that whenever you draft blitz guys is like the value of the hook, right? Who can catch hook? That's why it's like champions like Cassante are good. You don't really want to parry the hook because then you have no parry for the fight. And I think if Beitran gets hooked, he dies. So I feel like every hook is kind of a kill in team fights as well. I think his blitz is going to do work.
Closes that goal gap between the 2 mid laners in the matchup as well.
Bro, that was a crazy play mid. That was a crazy play mid.
Hovering around the top side.
Look at Shanks, he's here.
Why did I say blitz was going to do work and he hooked a minion? Why did he do that? Did he have to do that?
Yeah, it kind of felt like Kyle waited too long to actually go for the play there. You know, Shanks made the roam. He's going to be losing CS mid lane.
So Tarzan's ideal condition here is getting level 6. It's kind of like the same condition as a Wukong, right? You want level 6 before you make plays. If they look for a gank bot lane, I'd be surprised. It doesn't look good yet. Tarzan, I'd be really surprised if they look for a gank bot lane. I don't like it. Get level 6. Yeah, good job, Tarzan. Good call. Just let Flandre farm. He's happy. He's been chilling.
Roaming around the map trying to find those ganks.
Look at the lead that Bin has built for himself.
Yeah, Bin is kind of railing this lane. Yo, chat, look at the CS lead on the... Yeah, maybe this will be better than the 369 for Fiora. I mean, Bin is a better carry top laner.
He's still not afraid. He doesn't slow down with his aggression.
Bin is a better carry top laner.
2v1 with the damage that he's been able to do to Flandre, that he would be able to outplay in that situation. And so BLG, slowly but surely, even after the small blunder in mid lane,
what are the lane assignments here? They're going to mismatch into Gwen?
Yeah, BLG will be really happy with how this game's going, especially with Bin getting some free time. Similarly to game 1, he's got this early lead. Question is how effective he can be with it, because in game 1, obviously, AL did a really good job of making sure that Jax could never find flanks, could never find good team fights.
Mod spam Balaligator.
On that Nico helped them out to great effect. Shanks here might be the target for BLG as Beishwan is waiting just around the corner. Kyle here to cover his
okay, Shanks is getting ganked. Kyle is here. Is he going to catch? He is. He has Aftershock. He's fine. Tibbers comes out. It's good. Knight has Giga High base MR, right? 47 base MR. It's Giga huge. Akali's base MR.
Notice that Shanks is not just hitting base one. He's immediately targeting the Akali so that Knight cannot follow up. Or if he does, he might have been able to kill Kyle, but he absolutely would have died for it. So really well played there.
Okay, and then a gank top side. Alright, Gwen should be able to survive this. He has Tab Eyes, Skarner's damage, and Varus' damage is largely autos. Never mind, he's gonna die. I think he's just dead here. He's just dead here. Versus Renata bailout. Oh, wait. Skarner, he misses. Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. It's good. Yeah. I mean, both top laners are suffering this game. Both top laners are suffering this game. I mean, it was close. It was close for Flandre. It was close for the Gwen.
Enough so that he's able to get that bailout to actually expire before he did go down. Really nicely done.
The stand-up is Beitran's stats this tournament. Yo, Beitran hasn't had a bad series today, guys. Beitran had a good game 1 and a good game 3. I think this is a decent start early. Guys, you can criticize Beitran, but be honest when he does well. Otherwise, we're just blindly hating some poor kid. Like, how old is Beitran? Is this like a situation where Dom was hating on Vampire when he was like a 17-year-old kid trying his best first time in the LPL? I'm not just I don't hate him as a person.
It really did feel like based
guys,
on how the laning phase was going, that things were just, oh, hang on a minute, Bin
jumping in onto Flandre here, puts down the grand challenge, and Beishwan's there.
Nice grand challenge, good damage. Flandre's dead. Yo, Bin is kind of cooking. Bin is kind of cooking. He's 23. I mean, he's still a young dude, right?
Point in the matchup, and Bin,
like, guys, if he's doing well, he's doing well. You know, and he is doing well. Good ganks from Beitran. Good Skarner gameplay early.
A bit more time to secure that kill, but this is only going to get harder for Flandre. As you can see in the 1v1, this Fiora is really starting to become a problem.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
One of the funniest things was Dominate hating on Vampire and realizing, wait, I've been like he said himself, wait, I've been hating on a 17-year-old kid really badly at the start of his career for no reason. And then he started being nicer after. Oh, good hook! Nice play. I mean, Bin should be dead here, right? I mean, he's got Moose even Vibe. Nah, he's dead. You're up, Sigyu. You're up 26 lands. I do look different to Hysterics. That is because I am not him.
No third member here, so
I've been entrusted to babysit you.
Go for, especially because the ulti just came back up.
It's interesting how AL is just heavily
so you have to deal with it. And I know kids hate their babysitters.
The situation they're in
it is what it is.
But they're investing ganks to try and punish. They are foregoing a lot of neutral objectives as a result of this. This will be the first Dragon of the game. You earlier, Azelle, talked about how AL was a super grubs priority team, but they abandoned it in order to make sure they could make that effective dive onto Bin. He finds himself with a 1-2 scoreline, but still up 400 gold against
Patron gets Dragon.
That gold lead, but in trouble is Knight.
Big damage from Shanks, but Knight's fine. Knight's really hard to kill. I mean, Akali's super hard to kill at low health, right? Like, just D-shield second wind. MR. Ooh, Blitz is good into Skarner. I never thought about that. The silence cancels the channel. Makes sense. But he's dead anyway. Guys, I'm not streaming after this. I'm too tired. Guys, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm on like 5.5 hours sleep maybe. I'm completely cooked. After this, if this is the last game, I'm having a quick nap. I'm having a quick nap, chat. I'm sorry.
BLG get themselves another pick.
You've got to give credit to Beishwan. He has been very active.
Sleep on stream. No.
Everything that has been going their way. The level 3 kill that they're able to get in mid lane. The attack up towards the top.
Resetting sleep schedule didn't work.
Again here in the mid lane, multiple times putting on that pressure.
I may have gone for a nap for 3 hours after the stream yesterday.
Rightfully so, would be favoring Tarzan very heavily in this jungle matchup. I think Beishwan has been having a pretty good show.
Bro, the bed is just so enticing, guys. You know when your head hits the pillow and it's cold and you feel so cozy and your eyes just they slowly shut, and it feels like the bed is, the mattress is caressing you, making you feel all tingly inside.
Thinking about how the comps do work later on. You can see how BLG can win if they can get
it's
in
like
that
the whole bed is the cold side of the
volley.
pillow.
But this is going to be really
oh my
hard
god,
to
On
pull
just
off.
got completely
Whereas
drunk.
I feel like what AL wants to do is very simple. You
That's how I
your
felt.
4 kind of short range people, they run in.
Good damage.
Just having that space created.
On's going to have to recall here.
The rest of the team. Sivir just has to hit anything basically and ricochet
yeah,
through.
they got control of line bush. On is Giga Chunk. They go for a Q into an ulti. Nice chain CC. Is Tarzan still alive? He is. It's good play. It's a good play. Good play from On. I think maybe they expected On to have reset here. They maybe they thought On had reset here and they could face check, but because On was super chunked, right? But he just played on such low health. Oh my god, it's a wait, hold up. Wait, are we going to a game 4? I think we're going to a game 4, chat. Oh! Can they finish off Shanks? No. Wait, hold up. What is Beitran doing? Wait, Beitran's dead now. Wait, how did Beitran end up over there?
It really is a bloodbath here.
Wait, how did Beitran end up by
30
Krugs?
minutes in, 5-5 in kills.
Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping.
That BLG make, AL is looking to respond. This time around, it was an example of BLG overextending just a little bit. They thought that they could chase down Shanks. The flash.
I'm not doing bed ASMR. I'm not an ASMR Andy. That is not me.
They absolutely did. I mean, AL going to get a lot here, though. No TPs there to
Maybe
actually answer that top wave push. So Hope is going to cash in now. He's going to get paid with those plates. He just finished his Cull cash out as well. We can watch it one more time. This is just a great
nice play by On. I think they expected On to have reset here for sure, by the way. Like, and they thought they had space because they chunked On, but he actually stays and makes a play. It's good. It's good. It's a nice play. But then I don't know what happens on the tail end of this. How does Beitran end up over here? But Shanks living here is mental as well. So nice flash away from the Impale. That's fine from Beitran. Flashes. Oh, so it's Knight over there.
And I guess he was worried about the cooldown of Shanks' Q.
Yeah, he was very.
Now supported by his team.
Kale interrupts. Oh my god, Beitran's inting. What the fuck? Kyle interrupts Beitran E? With ulti, and he just gets caught again. Wait, what? Wait, what did Beitran do?
AL are quick to collapse. Both these teams are ready to skirmish. And this time around, it's AL that get the better.
Yeah, Kyle is doing really, really... Oh, nice flash from AL, but I think he's... Tarzan, sorry, but I think he's still dead, no? Yeah, he's dead. Can Shanks... Oh my god, it's just in range. Oh! How did they end up with Gwen plus Annie in game 3, man? What? Gwen, Annie, Vi, game 3? That topside is illegal. That topside is completely illegal, by the way.
As Elk really does feel like the hope right now. We talk so much about Bin, we talk so much about Knight, but Elk is the one here playing this on-hit Varus.
We gonna hook? Are we gonna hook? Oh, he tries to silence then Q so that Bin can't parry. But the silence is too short, right? I get the attempt, but it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Flandre's dead. Alright, good execute.
Gets his second.
Good execute.
And BLG continue to punch back.
BLG do punch back, but again, it's the towers now.
Not a bad game, but not a good one either by Beitran. I mean, yeah, it's like...
That's first
I don't dislike Beitran because he's really bad. I dislike Beitran because he's worse than the counterparts and he holds back the rest of the team. Even though, like, obviously, like, he's doing fine here and the rest of the team's actually struggling. In general, on average, if they keep this roster, Beitran will cap the roster, IMO. Right? Like, you don't see that in this series. Like, Beitran's actually not been egregious. But in general,
if BLG could have gotten this extra dragon,
they need a different
they
jungler.
could have bought a little bit more time.
Beitran is Thanos.
They have these strong side
Yeah,
lanes,
he
but they
snaps
put a lot
half the
of
wins away from
focus
his
on
teammate.
securing these out of towers, and that's where a lot of this additional gold is coming from. The good news for BLG though is Knight getting some solo time on the top side of the map. He will secure a tower for himself. You can see that with that first item completed,
they're going for top tower
from the rocket belt and going for a little bit more burst damage. That assassination tool that is super valuable in those 1v1s.
Beitran Skumon. Beitran clear Skumon. Beitran absolutely clear Skumon. This is tier 2. Good play by BLG. I mean, if they don't overchase here, it's good. It's good. If they don't overchase, good pick up the Flandre. They get the ulti. I think they overcooked. They didn't even need to go for Flandre. Oh, I think they overcooked, bro. Get the tier 2 and get out! Ah, man, I said if they don't overchase, if they don't bro, they got the tier 2, just leave, man! Oh my god, I think it's so bad. Oh. Bro, that was a good play by BLG if they just leave. But they want to go for Flandre as well. Does anyone else feel like BLG is just tilted? They keep doing too much or making weird tilt plays. I feel like Bin is overreaching off cooldown, and in general, BLG just seem tilted. Like, they get a sick play. They get Herald on tier 2 and take tier 2 tower. They just seem so tilted.
Not as a defensive measure, but to be ready for the arrival.
They keep doing too much, and it's like they can't accept getting a little win.
BLG committed everything to getting that pick onto Flandre, but it cost them so much.
What?
Going forward here. Hope once again putting the
what the fuck is BH1 doing, bro? My leg is dead. My leg is dead again. I've got pins and needles in my right leg. Bro, what did BH1 just do?
Adding insult to injury there as BH1 flashed out with that bailout.
I've got pins and
disintegrate
needles.
Followed, knocked him down, and that is a big playmaking tool gone. That is all of the outers
I've had pins
gone,
and needles
and that is
all morning,
AL
chat. Is that okay? Is that healthy?
Starting again to run
in my right leg
with this one.
Kyle just got
on
rid of the
match
cleanse.
point here, looking for a date with T1.
This game is getting too chaotic for BLG. Knight and Flandre, Bin, they need time.
Yeah,
they want to be playing in the 2 versus
I don't
1s.
know.
They want to be 2v2s. They want to be skirmishing on a
camera
side lane.
autofocus?
When you're
Yeah.
forcing these big 5v5 fights, Hope is just going to do so much damage. Look at the ricochet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro,
this is such an overchase,
then
man.
the rest
Bro,
of
they get the
AL
tier 2.
arrive.
Just
While
get
Bin
out.
does get the initial kill, it's immediately
Holy fuck, BH1 is smurfing this. Yo, Voffy, mate. I don't know what game you're playing, but it's not League.
Chasing down BH1, knowing they can't run him down. And you can see that Tarzan a little hesitant to ulti here, but he knows that the rest of his team is following up, so he's prepared to sacrifice his life, ready for the turnaround pick, but he doesn't even fall.
I mean, just so much patience there from Tarzan.
So hype, my goat. Tabe's so cool. Chat, who else saw the Tabe interview? So cool. Guys, the Tabe interview was actually content. The Tabe interview was actually content, by the way. Like, my favorite line from him, from the Tabe interview was, yeah, we never rest. Shut the fuck up, dude. It's so crazy to me. We never rest. Yeah.
On JDG, it was the Sivir and the
So
Zeri
funny.
that carried them to that
It's so
victory.
funny, dude.
Now on anyone's legend, it is the Sivir that might carry them.
Just never rest, bro.
T1
It's that
tomorrow.
easy.
Still, of course, the LCK to work through here.
You might consider a new chair. Because, guys, I am on the NLC broadcast now. I have been announced on the NLC broadcast, which is giga hype. Guys, I'm employed again after 10 months. They will be sending me a chair. And a Rosley chair. Very pog. Very pog. So hopefully I won't have back pain anymore. Lamau. I'm just sitting on like a kitchen chair.
If they end this in a 3-0 fashion, they are by far and away the strongest LPL team.
Honestly, I'm not even as excited about getting a job as I am getting a new chair.
It's not just
Lamau.
against different people, you've beaten different people. They've shown their development beating BLG 3-2,
Ooh, good.
3-1.
Mikhail's is so good here, actually. Nice play by Kyle. You need to work out. Yeah, I took 6 months off the gym because unemployment does things to you, mate. But I'm gonna start gym again. Oh, nice hook onto Han. Oh my god, good hook. Oh my god, wait, Beitran's going in. Wait, they bursted Tarzan, but I think Knight's down. Oh my god, Flandre's on the backline. Guys, I think it's cooked. I think it's cooked. It's cooked.
Trying to do anything he can to survive. He's forced back to his tier 2.
It all starts with a single hook. Kyle finding that pick onto On. The rest of BLG quickly tried to turn that into a winning fight, but it ends
Kyle
in
with the hook is
disaster.
crazy.
The good
Hope
news for BLG is
6-0
they take
on
out
the
Tarzan,
Severe.
they take out the
Tier 2
jungler
boots.
from
This
AL,
Severe is
but
going to
already
quadra kill or
back
something
out
with the
onto the map.
ricochets
The
at some
double
point.
TPs come mid.
Bin will be able to walk away from this one, even with the molten shield. I'm not sure Shanks can chase Kyle.
Nah, he's fine. He just parries the hook and he walks away, bro. Just parry the hook and walk away. You're good.
And yes, he will. Did have to use an ability to get
Guys, sorry there's been less analysis in these games. I feel like they've been complete stomps or just micro. Like, in general, like, there hasn't been as much as yesterday. Yesterday, I could, like, there was way more to break down macro-wise and shit.
AL is going to know what's going on.
But we'll see.
Go up through here, you're going to be spotted by all
3
the
items,
wards on
Civ
that
is like
side
a
of the
win
map,
con,
and
right?
now you can see the
No
counter coming
dragons.
in from
Atacon could
AL,
have started up.
noting that BLG is not looking for that dragon. They are going to
I think
try
they
to
have
go
good
for a risky
Atacon
play.
DPS.
And if they
Is
commit
this
to
that game or is this the only one? This is the third game of the series.
It's going to be problems.
Love the positioning here from On, waiting to see if someone oversteps. TP behind, there's the handshake. Beitran looking for the chase.
On is looking for a pick onto. They're looking for a pick onto Kyle. Beitran hasn't ulted yet. He doesn't have ulti. Beitran doesn't have ulti for like 10 seconds. Oh my god, wait, what? Wait, he's just dead. He just ran into a bush and died. Bin just ran in to that bush without any vision, without any info, and died. What? What did Bin just do?
And the knight must bow to Shanks. Elk chased away. Nothing he can do. Shattered and bruised. BLG can
Holy crap. The knight must bow to Shanks. Bro, medic my goat. Wait, what? Bin has ran this game down early. Wait, guys, watch Bin. Watch Bin. He just runs into this bush with no info on where 2 people of the team are. He just... What? He's trying to follow up on Varus ulti. But you're a Fiora, my guy.
It was curtains for BLG. They try to find a pick. They are punished so heavily here. AL fully commit to the chase, knowing that this is their fight. No way that BLG can fight back. Elk tries his best, and they have got to know it. They are so close
Jesus
now
Christ.
to sealing the deal here.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been able to...
The Atacon secured as well.
Oh my god. Kyle stole the wraith, for fuck's sake. Kyle stole the wraith. Oh my god, it's cooked. Bro, they're 3-manning red, so it doesn't get stolen as well. Guys, I think BLG's cooked. I think it's a 3-0. Ah, man. I thought it'd be more likely a 3-1. I really thought it'd be more likely a 3-1. I thought it'd be AL win, but I thought they might drop a game. But they just didn't. They didn't have their funny games. They didn't have their funny drafts. Like, sometimes AL will just have a funny draft, but they haven't. What a stomp. What an absolute mental stomp.
The Baron spawning in 45 seconds. An 8-1-6 Shanks scoreline. An impressive
mental
performance from him,
stomp.
especially in the early game. He was the one who
Chat,
was targeted.
I tweeted on the announcement of the NLC broadcast where I got announced. I said I'm gonna Lila all over the NLC.
2023 was synonymous with Knight, the Annie.
And if you know what that means, you know. But the NLC director liked it, and then the NLC official account liked it as well.
Shanks has been stellar, but Hope as well, as you're mentioning.
So they like me lie-lulling over the broadcast.
7-0-10 on
They like
the
it.
Sivir. Feels like he has barely stepped a foot wrong as this duo have
Okay,
been
Tarzan
absolutely
is
incredible.
fine, I think. But they're just going to engage on the Skarner. They're just engaging on the Skarner. They're going to one-shot him. Beitran thinks he's tanky. He's not. Absolutely one-shot. Oh my god, Knight found the backline. Wait, Severe's down. Wait, hold up. Knight just got a 700 gold shutdown. Tarzan's dead as well. Wait, Knight is huge now. Oh my god, good parry. Wait, hold up, hold up. Can Flandre cook? Can Flandre cook? No, Elkis. Wait, that's Nash. Wait, hold up. Wait, oh my god, Knight just killed everyone, by the way. Knight just killed everyone. Knight just killed Sivir, completely one-shot, got 700 gold, and now Knight has 3 items. Wait, hold up. Yeah. Knight tanks for Varus.
No one's going to be respawning in time, and Hope this time
Wait, what?
does get caught on the way out. Actually, can they? This is getting a bit risky.
Wait, no. They can do this, right? They can do this. Surely they can do this. They're fine. Okay, they're fine. Yeah, they're fine. Knight! Oh my god! Knight dropped the 1 health. Okay, big. Wait, that's huge. That's huge. Yeah, they're even now. They're even now. Wait, guys, watch the backline. Watch the backline. So Tarzan goes in, they one-shot Beitran, and they think... AL does this sometimes. They get a bit overconfident and just play the fight. Look, Hope's on the side and dies. Completely one-shot. 1,000 gold. Then they kill Tarzan. How much gold? So 1,000 for the AD carry. Then 750 for the Vi. Bro, Knight just went up 2k gold. Who gets the kill on this? Holy crap. Hope griefed it. Why isn't he grouping? I mean, his whole team went to kill Beitran, right? That isn't just only him.
Talked about it coming out of the draft. If you're BLG, who do you look
But
to?
it is also partly him, right?
Knight, and you look to Bin, and this is why so often.
Holy crap, Knight. Yo, Knight wants to win. Knight wants to win.
It is not done yet, though. The gold's still slightly in anyone's legend favor. They still have 2
But yeah, Knight just got 2k and completed an item.
I mean, Hope is
But I don't think that's replicable, man. I don't know. I feel like now Ale leans forward and locks in, and then they just ult Knight, no? Guys, does anyone else think that Ale locks in and they just Vi ult Knight now? And he can't dive backline? They just hold Vi ult? How has Bin been playing? Bin has seemed giga tilted.
The KDA doesn't look great, but who cares?
Especially game 2. Game 2 and game 3, Bin has seemed giga tilted. Like very overreaching for plays, making very, very weird tilt TPs. I don't know. Not a fan.
The ability to really hold him in this.
Yeah, I think Ale can win this game still if they just hold Vial for Akali and then they just win.
And you can look for these crazy plays where you're TPing in, trying to go for a base.
How was game 1 Bin, guys? What did game? Oh, Bin played Jax and he didn't really have that much impact. Bin had a decent Jax game. It was an okay Jax game. He didn't carry, but like he was fine.
This is the thing about BLG.
But the Rumble game was bad.
roster is full of talent, and that potential is always ready to shine through.
Guys, Sivir has I predict we're going to get a Sivir funny moment. I predict a Quadra or a Penta. 3 items Sivir farms those with ricochets. I think it's going to be a Quadra plus for Sivir.
It would just be the second dragon here for BLG.
Sivir funny moments are great. Just watch the boomerangs.
Wave clearing here. And BLG realizing we can't just group 5. You're not going to be able to push through the Sivir.
Yeah, they're playing side. They're playing side.
They were so insistent on trying to get down this tier 1
Fiora.
mid.
But they have no global to help the side lane.
The bot lane. They're looking for some resets. They're
I think there probably are Fiora angles in games, but I think you need globals for it to help facilitate. Like, that's why TF Hover was interesting. Even though TF is low win rate champ.
The Bloodthirster now, though, done for Hope means no poke is going to be an issue.
Alright, Dragon fight.
We see the GA being built by Tarzan. The question is, are they going to wait for that, or are they going to kind of put their
Nah, they're just going to fight. They just fight. They just fight. They've got 4 items Sivir. Bro, Sivir has a BT now. Sivir has 4 items now.
Through BLG. They've started up the Drake.
They're giving? Really? They fight? They don't fight with 4 items Sivir? Low win rate, you don't mean 0%? Yeah, okay, listen. Is 0% win rate not low? Yeah, the chat might be fraudulent. They couldn't risk Renata plus TF on one team.
won't be able to get in range. Beishwan secures it. BLG take the gold lead.
They couldn't risk that. That was too much.
Wow. The game now has a very different tone attached to it. Earlier it felt all but done. AL looking to cleanly close out the series in a 3-0 fashion, but a single fight, and now AL feel the stress. They feel the momentum shift as BLG
Chat, just so you know,
confidence.
actually, I'll talk about this after stream, but basically I'll give you info on like what's happening with the stream tomorrow, since I don't know what's going on, but Hysterics messaged me about it. But this game, I think this game now comes down to can Knight find a flank and actually kill Severe, and that's it. That's it. Can Knight kill Severe, chat? That's the question.
But the items at the bottom of your screen are the true story of what we can come to expect in the next fight.
They absolutely are, but I mean, we already talked about the Bloodthirster. They also were waiting for the Death Cap, and that is ready. The hook just narrowly misses. Shanks now level 16, Death Cap
Congrats
completed.
on LC, thank you,
They were waiting for the Death Cap, they were waiting for the BT, they were waiting for the GA. You have to think Tarzan is going to be pretty close to that as well.
Can Knight kill
may just be one good hook
I don't think
away from closing this series out. It's BLG that have got to stay focused here.
And there's no like side lane win con. Guys, I said in draft, right? Like I don't like Fiora into Vi because Vi can just collapse on side lane really easily and press R. Even though she has parry, like then just still 2v1, right?
Already in the LPL and here at MSI, AL grouping in a 1-4 split. It's Flandre matching Bin on that side lane. Bin with a 70 CS lead, 2.5k ahead. We talked about it a little bit already. Seekers coming out from Flandre.
They're trying to hover towards Fiora.
He knows he needs just that little bit more protection.
Can they kill? Yeah, they can definitely.
Away, but the Baron is
this Gwen isn't that strong.
Only 30 seconds, no vision really up there for BLG right now.
It's Bin's Fiora though. It's still limited by the champion, right? If you have no way to play side, then you're probably kind of useless.
Get a bit of vision for themselves.
The pedals also making a difference this late in the game. About 1,300 gold in additional stats that AL do have, thanks to all of the pushing lanes that they have.
I think it's Fiora's completely
been able
useless.
to actually collect. And Ben is
Tarzan has GA. Are they going to collapse? Yeah, they're trying to, right? They're threatening the Vi collapse onto Fiora over and over again.
Means there's no real risk of Vault Breaker into
so he can never hit tier 2 tower.
Enough tools at your disposal just to escape.
He can never hit tier 2 tower. It's a bit rough.
Talking about Azael finished on Tarzan. Seekers as well for Knight. Means that assassination potential all the more real. On has a Locket and a Mikhails on this Renato as well. Be so powerful.
Bro, this is such a stalemate now. Are they just playing for dragons? Oh my god, it's 2-2 dragons. I think AL decided we have to lock in and play serious, otherwise we get belted by Tabe.
That ricochet is just going to melt.
Yeah, I think AL freaked out a bit after they got quadred or pented.
You can see that Kyle is sitting on
I don't know why I said that. They didn't get pented.
Oh,
wait, hold up. Wait, this is bad for Shanks. If he dies here, that's Nash. Can he get out? No. Oh, good movement! But he's dead. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Wait, that's Nash. Wait, hold up. That's Nash. Do they have good secure? I mean, they have Varus Q. Bro, I think Nash is gone. Wait, does Kyle have smite? Are we going to see a Blitzcrank smite fight? They've got 2 smites to 1.
Kyle's looking for that hook. Gets it onto Beishwan. The static field
down Beishwan's dead.
Tries to heal up with that shield, but
they've got no smite anymore. I think Bin needed to be. I think Bin needs to be in front of Beishwan and tank the hook with parry.
He hits the hook. He stops the Baron.
But he gets hooked, and now they can't. Oh, they can't do Nash now. They can't do Nash now. Oh my god, Bin just ran it down. No. Oh, that was scary as fuck from Bin.
Would bring him back if he did fall. Has that G8 on his shoulders. AL able to defend. No further push coming out from BLG. The Drake up in
Can Fiora W the hook? Yeah, Fiora wasn't there. Also, can't they all just stand behind Baron? Can't they all just stand behind Baron, avoid the hook? Baron tanks the hook? But I guess then you don't have vision of the blitz, so he could be standing anywhere.
It all comes down to this. You have to feel.
Oh my god. Flash away from On. Bin just slide parried. Ah, there it is. There's the vial onto Knight. Knight can't play. Oh, he gets the reset, the bailout. Wait, is it bad? Oh no, Elk is down. Oh, it's cooked, it's cooked, it's cooked. Oh my god.
Tarzan with the GA will be resurrected. Shanks on the chase, the needles for the slow. Bin trying to get away with that lunge, but Shanks has the stun primed and ready. The blast cone from Bin, the bolt breaker from Tarzan riposted.
Is the stun available? Yeah, Bin's dead, Bin's dead.
Ooh. Bin is being chased.
Is Bin out? Wait, what did Knight just do? What did Knight just do? What did Knight just do? He got insta-queued by Vi. I think What?
fight, but without the jungler, AL secure the Baron. The carries
Did he
of
think
BLG
Skarner
made it
could
much
blink on
closer
them?
than
What was
it
that
should have
about?
been. Knight and Bin get into the Baron pit. A beautiful ulti
Look, so
comes through
Bin
from
slide
Elk,
QWs, right? He slide parries, it's very common. Parries some damage. But Knight gets insta, and this is what I said, right? Like, Akali into Vi is bad. Because if Vi just holds ulti for the Akali dies all the time. So he gets chunked very, very low, and now the fight is awkward. Oh my god, there's another fight.
And AL here looking
Wait,
for
what?
Dragon. Tarzan gets
Wait,
knocked over
what?
the wall.
What? Oh, is he okay? He's fine, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine.
That is a clincher if I've ever seen one.
Brother Shanks, are you okay?
Brother Shanks.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
Walk away. The Baron for anyone's legend. The Red Bull Baron power play currently sitting at 3K.
Medic did Verizon? Oh, I thought it was
We saw
Vedi.
BLG get a Baron
Either
and
one,
delay
British
the
lads.
Game, only got about 2K out of it. AL will want a lot more. Flandre is
Third dragon.
on the top side. Now has his Seeker's Arm.
And
Nash.
Nash.
4 items as well on Shanks with the Morello Nomicon. Full build for Hope.
Yeah, exactly. Full build for him. Flandre is going to be working towards his death cap as that next item. The gold lead has somewhat withered a bit.
Wake up, I'm on 6 hours sleep. Leave me alone. And some of you are going to be like, I sleep for 4 hours a day and then work for 18 hours the rest of the day.
And Knight critically doesn't have Zhonya's gold.
You
just
should
yet.
be
Use
fine.
the Seekers. There we are. There, critically.
But I'm not good at it, okay?
AL
I need my
with the
beauty rest.
Baron can begin their siege. BLG don't have the best wave clear. Elk is going to do what he can, but the ulti is popped by Hope.
On the hunt.
Okay.
Is Hope on the hunt for a lower bracket final.
Ooh, almost.
against
Hook onto
T1
the
on
E.
Hope
Doesn't quite
to be
connect.
the
They're
LPL
trying to
that
4-man,
represents
5-man
the
into
in
mid. I don't
MSI
like it.
for BLG.
I don't like it.
You
I think
need
you should play
vision
4-1, no?
outside of your base. You
Bro,
need
I
to
think you
be
should
able
always
to
just play
track
4-1.
Kyle on this
Flandre
next
should
tank.
just go side. Does Flandre have TP? Flandre has TP. Just go side, I
I will
think.
say the vision coverage on these flanks is very strong from BLG. That controller doing a lot of work. Another hook goes wide.
Just go side.
from
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kyle is basing, but he has TP with his spellbook. Does cancel it now. See if he wants to go back.
Flandre has W for Blitz hook. What is Blitz doing? Blitz, sorry, what is Bin doing? Nice chunk, I guess. Alright, good chunk from Bin. Honestly, Bin Fiora has been much better than 369s. Bin Fiora has, that was a good play. Chunk, and now they can't siege with Nash.
Can be deleted.
And that was incredibly bold there from Bin. Just went in.
That's good.
Pops the ulti. Gets Flandre down incredibly low. But he does survive. Bin again, just posturing. I mean, he is feeling so confident. He knows it's
Yeah,
coming up
Bin
to him, and
Fiora
they're
is
looking
pretty
on
decent.
the side here to try to chase down Hope, but with the ulti, should be able to outpace them.
Still
A lot
going.
of pings.
They're
Knights
still going.
lost a lot of HP. Yeah, I think this is
Don't know why
way too deep.
Fiora has been side
They're
laning,
gonna spot out,
but
they are safe now to
AL
go
are
back to
winning,
base.
right? They perma
It's
mid
looking
prior,
to be an
and then
elder
if
game,
you
at the
get
very
perma mid
least. We're
prior
looking
and you
at
have a
one more
Vi,
Baron.
you just send the
2
Vi to side lane,
minutes.
and then Fiora has
Both
to back away,
teams will farm as
right?
much
So it's
as
really
they
hard that
can
even though Bin
to
has
get
been side
ready for
laning,
the
he can
next
never hit
fight.
tower because Vi collapse onto
Full
side is
build
very
on
OP.
Elf. The gold
That's
really
why
doesn't
I
mean
didn't like
much. It
Fiora
all
this
comes
game.
down to
Fiora
execution.
can't side lane properly. Like into
Elgato
Vi.
has
It's
the GA
impossible.
in there
Like
as
the
well.
collapse
He has
is
the
too
Jack
good.
shows the GA, the terminus resistances that are going to stack up. He is going to be tough to knock down, not to mention all of the protection there from on. So now even with
Like
all
the
of
entire
damage
time
that
Fiora was
Tarzan
side
have,
laning, Vi was
it's not a
standing
foregone
here, right?
conclusion that Elk
Vi
dies
was
if he
standing
gets caught.
here.
There's so much
It's so easy to
protection that you're gonna have
collapse.
to
You
punch
just
through.
can't.
Honestly, I feel like the way that this fight is going to go, AL have moved away from trying to dive, and instead they're all about peeling.
Yeah.
So every
Yeah,
time
yeah, yeah.
their goal
Vedi's
is
right,
to
Vedi's right.
stop
Vedi
Knight from
is
getting
right.
anywhere near Hope. As long as Hope lives and can auto attack, Ricochet should do the rest of the work. So it pretty
this
much
game went on
becomes
too
protect the
long, though.
president right now.
This game went on
AL
too long. I
will
think
have to
AL have done this
defend
twice
the
in series,
siege
but they're so far
from
ahead, they
Knight
think they're
and
just
Bin,
they're
who
God
will
mode
be
and they can do
looking to
whatever they
try and
like,
take out Hope
and then
in
they just
fights.
end.
And when you're looking at a fight like that, it's so important to think about vision and to think about
Yeah,
some
they're
of the
waiting
spells.
for
The
Dragon for
exhaust,
sure.
well highlighted there for Kyle. Gives him that protection against the Knight. Do you need the wards on your flanks as well? We've seen Knight assassinate Hope at that first fight around the Baron because Hope did not know that Knight was there, and the rest of AL had chased onto the BLG backline.
A well-timed exhaust.
I just
Has
want you
ruined
guys
the
to know
plans
I had
of
an
many
urge
an
to
assassin
flip the
in
entire
League of Legends
screen
here.
so you would spam
Battlefield
XPP, but I
Spellbook
realized
is
for the
going to pay
non-chatters
dividends
that might be a
eventually
bit
in this last
obnoxious,
fight.
and I didn't.
Kyle finally has his second item. Have been spending so much gold on Vision throughout this game, buying so many pink wards. The redemption is done, and we'll see if Hope wants to start changing out any of the items.
He is. He sold something for the Lord Dominic's regards.
QSS.
Oh, Mikuyo Scimitar.
That's the
Makes sense. The only real threat is a hostile takeover, chain of corruption, but You
Okay.
have Mikhails.
Yeah.
So
putting a lot of
Yeah,
trust
yeah,
in
Mikhails.
Kyle
It's a good
and the
Mikhails
Starfield,
pickup.
yep.
It is really, really good.
Rightfully so. I feel like those are two trusty things.
I mean, if you're going to put trust in
All right, mid prio again. Dragon spawning soon at the same time. Well, after Nash.
Right now.
Sivir has 6 items. Okay, I want to see a Sivir funny moment. Peel the Sivir and let him penta. I love Sivir funny moments.
Seconds, the third one of the game. Soul point for AL.
Flandre is basing, and I assume he has his death cap.
Give me a
He's
Sivir
gonna go
penta
back.
funny
We'll
moment.
see if he does have the
They're
completion
constantly
there.
hovering
That's a
towards
massive
Nash. Nash
buy.
spawns before
We're
dragons, so
checking
they can
again
actually
on the fact
threaten it,
that
right?
the
They can
GAs
threaten
are
a fight
now
on it. They get
active
OP
and
crab.
ready.
Chat,
There
this
are
crab is
3
super, super OP.
available here. Tarzan
It's
has one,
super OP.
Bin has one, Elk
Very,
has
very
one.
broken. Reveals
There's
every ward
multiple
everywhere.
Zonias as well.
Super, super fucking broken.
From that Renata, especially if Knight is diving in, the bailout just gives you that little extra damage. One more.
I hope there's not a
5-point
penta, actually. You're
strike could be
right.
the difference
I predicted one
between
penta, and I think there's already
reviving
been a
and
penta.
dying. The Drake up in 5 seconds time. AL on soul point, but not setting up around it at all.
Oh, Kale Hook. Can it land on? Can it land on? They're going to go for on? Oh my god. Baytran? They could hook Baytran, no? Wouldn't it be good if they hook Baytran? Oh my god, they're going on. On is griefing. Dude, I saw On's movement the entire time. It was so sus. It was so sus, dude, the way On was pathing. Oh my god. He has flash as well. He doesn't flash the Q flash. Dude, the entire time I was just looking at On's movement. I was like, dude, what are you doing? You're going to get hooked. Bin gets the dragon.
Exactly. You know they're not
Dude,
gonna
On
find
has
because
flash
Bin is
still
on
as
that
well.
dragon, soloing it down.
Dude,
They
I
do not
just
get
I was
sold, but
watching
at
On's
least they
movement
deny
around here. It
soul.
was so giga
Explosive
sus.
engage there, finds the Renata, and now the question is, can you hold the line here against the Baron buff?
Dude, I think it's lost. I think it's lost.
Comes off cooldown.
Might pick him say
very
AL wins the whole
quickly,
tournament. Hey, same.
and they're already
I think
making
AL
their
wins the whole
way
tournament as well.
Towards that top tower. AL with the Baron at their backs. Shanks going to answer mid wave. This tower is not long.
Oh my god, I
for
think
this
it's cooked.
world.
No.
And
Defend the
inhibitors
Nexus
seem to follow.
towers. Don't int it.
Just gonna funnel down mid, try and
Okay,
keep
good.
that wave as far away as possible. Shanks has the teleport.
AL ain't beating Gen G. I mean, they almost did.
Join AL on this push.
Already,
Now
right?
On back
So it's not
alive.
out of this world to say
It's
that.
going to be a 5v5 defense.
But fair
for
enough
the
if you think
ages
that.
For BLG, if they can somehow find a way to get back in this game, get back in this series.
I'm a bit of an
One
AL fanboy, so.
fight away from going home. One fight away from perhaps once again making a name for themselves on the
No
international
worries,
stage.
T1 beats
The
them
only
all.
summoner missing is the flash from Tarzan here that he did spend in that pick. On didn't use anything, just accepted his fate there. And as a result, everyone else is fully ready to go. Kyle TP's back in, picks up a Warden's Mail.
Katsuras, you're such a
See, they're trying to
such a
take over
fangirl
vision here
of
in the enemy
T1.
jungle and see if they can find one more pick.
Feels like they might be playing for the spot tier 2, push the next wave, then move through that red side jungle with Flandre, who's already escorting the wave forward. We'll pick up these honey fruits,
Okay.
gobble them up, and top up his health bar.
Let's see how they play.
Bin is
Side
revealed
lane,
on that top
3-1,
lane now, so
4-1
now they
mid,
are gonna
bot.
push
This makes
in
sense.
earnest. They know they
You're a
have the
BLG
extra
fanboy.
man
I
here.
am
They're
so
gonna push very
sorry.
aggressively. There is a
I
potential
am
TP
so
ward
sorry.
back
You
behind
must have been in
Flandre.
pain
But
watching
it's
the
all pushing
LPL
mid
and
lane
MSI
now.
the split
And we saw how fast
this
that top lane
season.
inhibitor tower went
Being a
down. Bin is on the
BLG
side
fan
of
in
this tower.
the Big
He's getting quite
25
low.
is crazy work.
HP, the chain of corruption.
Being a BLG fan in the Big
A
25
whisker
is rough.
away from finding
It
hope.
must suck.
Does, of course,
Alright,
still
On
have
has
that
flash
spell
still.
shield and the Mikhails.
Who
Flandre
catches
takes
the hook?
tier 2 on the bottom side. BLG
Bro, I think they can just hook Baytran, I'm not gonna lie.
unable really to defend as Hope using the bloodthirst
Ricochets are doing
shield
damage
will
through
just take
tower.
up the tower. BLG not pulling the trigger yet. Have lost an inhibitor tower in mid. Flandre with
Marauding
double cannon
Bacon.
minions down towards the bottom side.
The
Bin
BLG fan
almost assassinated.
is gonna cry as Bin
Also take
almost
over
dies.
Kyle
Is
as
it a good
well.
play?
Fast
On is
in.
nearly chunked.
Pull back
Baytran
with
looks
the
like he's
short
in
on the
Narnia.
tower would
Wait, hold up.
but
AL's
Timur's
engaged
joining the
actually,
party.
like low key,
Anyone's
BLG
legend
just
see the
survived.
win in their eyes.
BLG, they have to get back to base. They need to regenerate the health bars.
They have to defend this, bro.
Nexus
If they
towers are all that
lose
stand
triple
left as the
inhib,
base
it's so
falls
giga
apart. Bin
cooked.
goes in.
Looks for
It's
Tarzan,
giga
but
cooked if they
Tarzan
lose triple
continues
inhib.
to assist the Silicon
Bin
Angel
just ran it.
over Bin, but the
Okay.
bailout will bring it back
Bro,
first.
Bin,
On
you could have
Ignite,
waited
it will
until
fall
your
to Flandre.
team's out of
Knight
base,
pops
but
the stop
you do
watch,
you,
but
man.
Knight just go pop afterwards. Bin dashing up towards the top side. Knight able
Guys,
to
I
take
think
him
Bin
down, but
tilted this
Baytran
series
is
really badly.
sacrificing himself
Guys,
here
I
in
think
mid
Bin
lane
tilted
now.
this series
Gonna
really
go
badly.
to the
Like,
GA
really
under
badly.
the
I mean, the
tower.
game's over, I
Don't
think,
think
right?
there's an
But
angel listening
this
as
series,
Elk is
I don't know.
mown down. The LPL is conquered.
Alright, GG. AL 3-0! Massive! 3-0. That's crazy.
A dominant series
Let's
here
watch the
from
interview.
AL. All you can say,
Huge
these
play.
players, this team, they keep getting
Bro, everyone,
better.
07 BLG.
3-2 in the
Now,
upper bracket,
let's give
3-1
credit where
in
credit's
the
due.
grand
Okay,
final.
quick mute. Right, they swapped their jungler in the playoffs of the LPL and they made it to top 4 in the world MSI. That's still impressive.
have to be through
That's still
T1
giga impressive.
and then through Gen G, who awaits the winner of that series in the grand finals. But they are looking like they are ready to give the LCK a run for their money.
That's still giga impressive. That's a massive 07 giga impressive. Chat, before we get into the interview, I just want to say a few things. I just want to say what's happening. So tomorrow I can't be here, right? When the interview starts, I'll let it play. Hysterics told me to remind you guys that he will be streaming tomorrow at 10 p.m. once he's back home for the restream before finals. Then normal 9 a.m. restream for the finals. So there is no stream tomorrow at 9 a.m. And that's because I can't be here. I'm sorry. I have NLC meetings all day. So it has to be at 10 p.m. It's the only workaround. We can't do that. I'm sorry. And then the next day, he's there at 9 a.m. again. But yeah, be there at 10 p.m. tomorrow, not at 9 a.m. for the restream of tonight's games. And don't spoil yourself, okay? Deal. And in the meantime, when is NLC starting? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's like 17, 16, 15, something like this. 15, thank you. And in the meantime, can you drop my stream? Yeah, sure, man. I just want to say, yo, you chatters, you guys have been a bit XPP. You guys have been a bit XPP, and that's fine. I'll drop a link to my Discord as well, which announces when I stream. I co-stream. I don't have co-streaming rights to everything, but I have co-streaming rights to the LPL. So on the 19th, when the LPL starts again, I'll be co-streaming every single game again. And in the meantime, I'll probably play some solo queue. Because right now, I'm doing unranked to high elo and jungle. Wait, who's next? Who's playing next? T1 versus AL. Yo, AL fucking clears 3-0. Are you viewing right now? Yeah, it's my last stream on Hysterics' account. I've got to abuse his stream. I've got to abuse it. Of course I am. AL, it's 3-0 versus T1. Easy. But yeah, yo, I appreciate you. Hysterics chatters, you're a lot more XPP than mine. Can we see your unranked at high elo 80 carry? I'm a challenger top laner. Well, I peak challenger. I'm usually grandmaster. I hit master tier on support in a month or so, a month and a half, and now I'm on the jungle challenge. 80 carry is going to be last after mid, because 80 carry macro is useless. Let me play the interview.
That is even better than in the LPL finals, so I have to ask, what made this match easier than those finals?
首先，恭喜你们获得今天比赛的胜利，非常干净利落的3-0。其实比你们上一次相遇决赛当中打的感觉比分还要更轻松一点。所以说，你觉得可能是为什么这一次好像赢得更加轻松一些呢？
其实今天的比赛也其实很不容易了吧，但是我们就集中了吧，比对面。
Definitely, I treated this game as a tough one as well, but I think we just be more concentrated than our opponents, so that's the key.
I see. Now, Tarzan, you are a very successful player in your own right, but that international trophy is missing from the cabinet. Can you tell me about your confidence in the guys you have around you and anyone's legend? That
when she said international trophy.
其实我们一直都知道，他赞选手是一个非常努力、非常优秀的一名选手，但是可能对于你来讲还缺少一座国际大赛的奖杯。所以说，也想问一下，和所有 AL 的队员们这么好的一帮兄弟们在一起，你有多大的自信，觉得这一次是你可以手握国际奖杯的机会呢？
其实就感觉这次我们进入 MSI 嘛，然后我们跟 AL 其实是第一次国际赛，所以。 就已经感觉很有机会了吧？感觉。
For this AL coming to MSI, this is our first international journey as a team, but I feel like we just been closer and closer to that final trophy.
It looks like it. Now, of course, for the LPL, last year was a nightmare where T1 had to get rid of the LPL teams to get their World's Trophy. Now you have the chance to take them down, and you have to go through 2 Korean teams if you do want to win the trophy here. What can you say about the challenge ahead, about T1, about Genji, who are all standing in your way?
其实可能，特别是去年的世界赛上，像 T1 就像笼罩在 LPL 上空的梦魇一样，使我们最后离最后的冠军奖杯失之交臂。而这一次，如果你们想要在这次 MSI 上走到最后，你们需要越过 T1、越过 Genji 这2座高山，击败他们，你们才能够捧起最后属于你们的奖杯。所以说，能不能和我们分享一下，你怎么看待未来的这2场？同时，你怎么看待可能未来的挑战呢？
其实明天打 T1 也是，他们也是很强的队友吧，但是我们也很有自信打他们吧。
I must say, T1 is a super strong team, but at the same time, AL, we got enough confidence.
Absolutely, we'll see it tomorrow. Now, there are a couple of players on those teams that you know very well, but I'll ask specifically about Doran on T1. Have you kept in contact at all now that you'll be on the other side tomorrow?
那其实也知道你们和其他的队员也是比较的熟悉，但是特别是 T1 多兰选手，因为你们以前是老朋友嘛，所以说也想问一下，有没有可能和他有稍微聊一下？那这一次你们也将作为对手互相对决，什么样的一些感受？
其实没什么，就希望跟他，然后就两边一起打出一个精彩的比赛吧。
So what I'm thinking for now is, hopefully the two of us and also the two teams, we can really show you guys a very exciting best of 5 tomorrow together.
We hope so.
Nice.
Tarzan, support for all of us in doing what we do is incredibly important, and I have heard that your family is here today. If you want to say anything to them as they saw your big victory here.
Aww.
那其实也听说他在选手
Is that Mumzan?
家人
Is that Mumzan and Dadzan?
사실 타잔 선수의 부모님도 현장에 오셨고 혹시 부모님들한테 하고 싶은 말씀 있으세요? 要不要对家人朋友们说一句?
일단 멀리서 와주셔서 감사하고 내일도 화이팅 할게요.
So from a really far distance coming here to support you, I really appreciate that, and hopefully with all the support I received, I can just do better tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Tarzan. Congratulations. Shishik Hansamnida, Wendy Smurfing. As always, this is it from the MSI stage, and we'll see them again.
Okay, chat, listen up. I always feel rude talking over interviews because whenever I listen to interviews and the person talks over the interview, like the commentator, like the co-streamer, I get a bit annoyed. So I let you guys just listen. So guys, I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna go nap. I'm really giga tired. That's why like analysis was a bit off today. I couldn't really compensate properly. Sleep on stream. But Hysterics chat, I'm gonna miss you. Have a big kiss. You were all very cute. You were all very XPP. And I will end it here, yeah? I'll end it here. I'm gonna be on my stream again tomorrow onwards. I goon to you today. Alright, I'm leaving. See you later, guys. I'll be back tomorrow on my stream. Absolute freaks. Hysterics is freaks. That's what you should be called. Goodbye.
I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are jorking it. And by it, haha, well, let's just say, our peanuts.
that Hysterics offered me to do this. All of the the income, the donations, and the subs that I'd receive from doing this stream, right, for the 2 days on his account. And I want you all to know that I will have made a grand total of €2.36 from the past 2 days. So, appreciate it. Big!